Right.
Gonna do do a video game. You ready for
Okay.
that?
Yep. Let's do it.
Oh no.
Oh, User's Garage is in chat.
Jesus Garage. A classic of the Twitch chat environ.
Can they hear us now?
Yeah, probably.
Cool. Yeah. So
Depends if they're
quick
listening.
call out then. So 4coomers had the choice. They chose Radiant. GGE then chose first pick, which suits 4coomers just fine, and is probably why they chose Radiant. They kind of prefer second pick anyway, I think. Well, GGE, I think, have preferred first pick. So both these teams are happy with the pick they have, and then Coomers get the additional benefit of being Radiant, one supposes.
Yeah, I think Radiant's obviously the pool can go either way. The 50-50 nature of it is like whether you get a first pick pool or a second pick pool, or like whether it doesn't matter in the end necessarily that much. But Radiant is always favored, I think. So
This looks like a pretty well balanced pool as well. I can see a bunch of options for every role.
yeah, looks like.
Matt will want Ember. He's been playing a lot of that recently. But I mean, there's no shortage of mid heroes.
I don't think there's any real
Uh,
shortage of
there's,
anything, as you say. Like it's
there's
quite
not
a
many carry options,
yeah,
but there are enough.
a bannable amount, but like yeah, these two carries are obviously very flexible.
Got
What
Slark
they want
Luna,
to
you
do.
can play Sniper or Bloodseeker at a pinch. Arc Warden, obviously, we've seen before.
Abaddon we've
Don't know
seen
about these.
before.
Yeah, having Nature's Prophet quite happily, I think, in this as well. Then tons of offlaners. There's not like tons. I don't think there's like tons of depth in any role. Probably most depth for off lane. But you know, there are options for every role, I think. It's difficult, isn't it? Because like I look at every role and I'm like, there's at least 4 heroes for it. But are there more than 4 heroes?
There's like a few
Depends how flexible the players are, I suppose.
classic picks for each role, and then like some of the weird shit.
Hmm. Slight Band's a bit of a surprise. Not really a hero I see Gianni play. Like Gianni's probably wanting Luna here, and if he can't get that, we'll I guess play Arc. It's not like his most comfortable hero though.
Fair amount of dive for an arc, but
Yeah,
not a problem necessarily if it's well set
if
up.
it's
Still
strong
does the
enough.
same thing.
Yeah. Maybe GGE are going to go after the carry pool and try and pick their poison because they've got the first pick.
Well, they are the ones who primarily played the Shadow Fiend one, right? So maybe they're. I'm
They banned
wondering
this second one.
exactly. That's what I'm like
Oh,
thinking
right.
about.
Sniper ban. That makes Luna look so appealing to me here. I'd ban Arc and try and pick up the Luna if I can.
Again, with first pick, that's something they could potentially be looking towards.
Yeah. Certainly seems a reasonable choice. Well, Biggles will be looking at Abaddon, I expect, if they can possibly get it for him. I know that's something that team very much likes. Um, Yam will probably want Shake or Mirana.
Yeah, I imagine the Moran will be up there.
Yeah.
Couple of, I mean, you do
And
have access
Tom?
to the
Tom?
Shadow Demon Luna as well, right? Like that's also in the ecosystem.
Oh gosh, yeah, the SC's a good answer as well. If so, they ban the loot. They don't play Arc, do they?
I think Ruby plays Arc,
Hmm.
but assuming that would either end up having to swap your royals around or be a mid Arc, I think that might be the worst option. But it
Yeah, I don't
depends.
love that, but one of the things I was thinking about earlier when I was thinking about this game is GGE are probably one of the better teams out playing against Kumas because they're not going to like too many teams have shown Kumas too much respect this season and too much fear. I don't think GGE do that. There's times in their previous series where they probably should have shown a little bit more fear, but you know what I mean. They're not going to go into this with any fear of the team they're playing against. The players just don't have that personality.
I think the problem that GG had last time was patience more than any kind of fear,
But
right?
that's what I mean. They didn't lack. They didn't have the fear. Like we've had teams like just kind of give Matt the freest Necrophos games this season out of fear. and like kind of shoot themselves in the foot doing that. There's no way GGE will do that here. I mean, he might still play Necro and have a good game, but it won't be because they're afraid to pick good heroes into him.
There's a lot of tanking on this last ban, so they're kind of setting up for their
Huskar?
first pick. I'm assuming that means that they want the Arc Warden. Like that's the only big thing I can say, and they want the Arc Warden with a potential like Ember or something in mid, like something that will fall over to a Storm Spirit, to a Huskar rather.
Yeah, but there's no shortage of ways to deal with Huskar in this pool. Yeah, they're just gonna take the Ember first themselves. Makes sense.
I think that makes sense.
I like it.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be against.
If someone had Huskar, there's an Necrophos and an AA in the pool.
I wouldn't have necessarily been against them just cracking back with like Arc Warden Storm Spirit here and just like starting their draft like really high pressure, but I'm not sure that's
I don't love Arc Storm. It feels like your Storm's got to have such a great game for that duo to work, if you know what I mean.
I disagree in a sense, but like I think it's one of those classic like handover periods, right? Where the Storm needs to, or like it is the goal of Storm at that point is just to buy the time, and it's a hero that does that well.
But who's going to let Storm get to the 2 items Storm needs to do that? Unless the rest of their draft is strong enough to enable Storm to kind of do that. Like, you know what I mean? For Storm to do that, to lead that, Storm has to have a couple of items.
I think Storm just has a teammate with a pulse, honestly, to do that. Like,
or just really bad opponents. You know, that we've seen some of that.
They're losing a lot of their reserve time on Radiant. I'm wondering what they're thinking about here. Like, this was inevitable, I think. This doesn't seem like a pick that's needed any thought at this point. So I'm wondering what they're
to almost overvalue the Mirana as well. I think.
I think Mirana is still very good. I think like they are angling towards Mirana Shadow Demon because it's a great setup and almost unavoidable.
Unless they're playing some Mirana Core. No, that's a 1 Bloodseeker. Almost certainly. They could run it mid, but I don't expect we'll see that as a 3.
I don't know.
That'll be pretty low down on the list of heroes Biggles will want to play here. Biggles will want Abaddon or Mars.
This is the problem I have with Kuma's drafting, is that like I think that a lot of the times they want a 3 hero and Biggles just can't or won't play it. I'm also confused if it's the 3 hero, then they probably just want the Mars over that, right? Picked up Underlord as a response for that.
They'll want Abaddon for Biggles here. That's what I've heard them say before. I like Underlord in this draft pool. I think he's very good against almost everything here. Arc is a bit of a problem for Underlord, to be honest, but otherwise it's pretty golden. Yeah. And Aiden's right in chat with there being pretty much no answers for an Enigma once Enigma has BKB here. I suppose you could maybe find a call if you're, millimeter perfect.
I think Enigma just gets to answer the outplay potentials with the by just like having Shard.
So that's a 3 Mars, a 5 Ogre, 4 Mirana, 1 or 2 Bloodseeker. We're looking for the other core. Right, I don't think there's anything hidden there.
Yeah, I think we're looking for G's hero specifically. Honestly, I'm not. Again, I don't want this to be a 1, but I mean, maybe it goes okay. But in that case,
I think it could be 1 Bloodseeker. It's not a bad one.
They do have like the full counter pick, right? Like there are some good options. If they identify that it's a quote unquote like free Arc Warden game, or if they identify the Necrophos last pick, or if they identify like the Storm Spirit, there's a lot of things they can do with this last pick that's very, very potent. Earth Spirit as well, very big thing for 4coomers.
I tell you what, I'd kind of like GGE now to take the Arc themselves and play 1 Ember on James.
I dislike 1 Ember quite a lot,
but I think it can do the tempo work here. When I think of the lane it'll be in, it'll be quite good. But no, I think that's their 1 now, the Nature's Prophet.
That confuses me because I agree that that's probably their 1 hero, but to not have Nelson playing that seems odd to me. But I guess Underlord is just about as good.
But I know Pirate King's played a lot of Nature's Prophet as well. But they could swap things around here somehow. I mean, there's a version of things like when Nelson plays that 4 or something and Mel plays 3 Underlord. We've seen Mel play Underlord before in IDL.
There's a large amount of mixed damage on Dire's draft as well, which is good. There's a lot of both types of damage.
So the question now is, do you pull out a support? They do. Oh no. I guess it's okay against the Bloodseeker if you can actually hit the Bloodseeker with the spell. And there's always the funny kind of Sprout plus Cold Feet if they don't have a Quelling Blade. But I don't like that.
I think they're trying to keep this Bloodseeker somewhat in check, but I don't think requiring that of your 5 position or 4 position hero is necessarily the correct way to do that.
Well, it's also that kind of all proactive play in this game now has to be driven by the Ember Spirit. They don't have options as to who can kind of.
Yeah, if we expect this Prophet to be a 1 as well, then they have to they have to spend time ganking with that. Yeah, I think this is
that's a good Storm pick.
I like this is what I was kind of saying, right? Is that like they get to decide, having seen all the information, what to do with it. I think we've been talking a lot about this lane back and forth. I think Storm is supposed to be favored, but it may as well be a 50-50 lane at this point.
Yeah, they were chatting about it. Like Effie and Insania were chatting about it earlier. Like Storm is technically the best of them in the lane, but yeah, you can play it all. And the Flame Guard change to Ember definitely helped. It doesn't help. Like Storm though is one of the few heroes the Flame Guard change didn't really help that much against. You know, they buff level 1 Flame Guard from 80 to 110 Magic Absorb, but level 1 Remnant's 120. So it's one of the few level 1 spells in the mid lane, in like classic mid laners, that still breaks level 1 Flame Guard.
18-2 in his last 20 Storm Spirit matches. I mean, we saw Kitty break some ankles on this AA before, so I mean, they're no stranger to playing it well.
Maybe part of this was as well to stop them necrophossing. Maybe there's a bit of a pick your poison thing going on.
The enemy, you know, or other. Gluff has been called in the chat.
Well, yeah, I'll be interested though, because I don't think the AA is going to be laning with the Nature's Prophet. The AA is going to presumably lane with the Underlord. And Nature's Prophet Jakiro should in theory be a complete bully lane, right? Should be very difficult for Mars Murana to contest a Jakiro Prophet lane. Unless they can really outtrade early.
A lot of value to bulwark in that lane as well, right? A single point.
That's true. It would be cool to see early point in bulwark. Why can I only see one team at a time?
You're on some weird vision.
Yeah, but it won't let me undo it. How odd.
Try and reconnect or something normally fixes things.
Just check
so I mean, yeah, more about the lanes, I guess. Like if we, again, depends which of Mel or Kitty are going for this more traditional 5 role. But both heroes could do that pretty well. I think either way around, it becomes quite a bully lane. One of them does have to contend with Ogre Magi though, and I think Jakiro should do that better. 2 into the runes, like no surprises here, it feels like.
Odd.
Tom pre-skilling Ignite, everything is pretty standard across the board, I think. Yeah, this is going to be everyone's favourite low energy cast today, I think, from him. Already done. Ruby with the range creep deny, level 1. Already won lane, GG. Go next.
Right, somehow I have player perspective on.
Depends what you were doing last before the game, just reconnect this way.
Ah, freaking it. I'll go after the up and down turner. Yeah. I'll try and bring some energy when I come back.
Don't need any of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting like the way that this lane should work up top, I think, plays a lot on the stuns, and Yam's gonna need to make sure the jungle is well sorted. Both camps are currently blocked, it looks like, so no fun allowed.
Like, into Aloe should create kill chances, but
yeah, but arrow into Prophet is extremely annoying. Like any of these small baby summons, like Wraith King Skeletons, same thing. It's just very tedious. I still think there's a big disconnect with how much the trees are worth right now. Like 8 gold is just not a reasonable amount of gold. Like it's
they are at least a decent amount of experience, I think, aren't they? Ah, excellent. That has fixed it. I'll have a look in a moment.
Level 2 in mid.
Biggles has
a lot of damage happening mid. It's like a skill in mid. It's over.
Wow.
Level 3 taking the stun, Ruby puts the Fairy Fire early. And the Vortex after that, there's just no shot. Like, as you say, no point in Flame Guard. I think Ruby is thinking about it being broken, but that just means there's 0 damage being absorbed. And
Yeah, I think you still have to do Flame Guard, because I think level 2 Flame Guard is still going to work well for you in this lane.
I'm wondering if Ruby saw an early opportunity themselves, because I mean it wasn't. It was relatively close to being a kill the other way as well. That's how these spirit matchups are currently working. Got this nice. I do like this sword in mid for die, by the way. Like placed by Ruby at the moment, covers the bot rune, is outside of that camp. I place it a lot myself, but haven't seen it placed by the mid player.
He's a fucking nightmare to play against.
I mean, he's already like level 4, right? Like Ruby's casting spells that are level 1 already. There's no spike right now.
Ruby's in trouble here potentially.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's
the
bottle, yeah. Saving graces for sure.
Like Ruby's plan for this lane now will just be to, I imagine, suck it up, max slight, and try and play make off the back of that afterwards.
Try and get something out of it, yeah. Keep you posted on sound, by the way. The last VOD was like super loud for me, so I don't know what's going on. What happening in mid? Dodging a few of these. Like I think the remnant pops are being dodged here. Yeah.
Important, yeah. Ooh, but still big pressure.
This level 2 remnant is unfortunate. Like so harsh.
Yeah, and it's actually an unusual build plan. Putting 2 points into remnant. At least last I checked. Like there's always been this thing of do you want to do the remnant? Do you want to do the E? Oh, Nelson coming under pressure. He's going to get stunned into the silence.
Yeah, Melody went for a courier snipe that I think reveals the ward pretty easily there. So
wait, they did swap the supports. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I think this. I think Jakiro deals with the ogre better. I think is maybe what they're thinking. If it's close for them. G is taking a bunch of damage right now.
Lovely, yeah.
Can't see this. Melody taking tower shots.
Yeah, not really worth dodging the blood right if you're going to take 3 tower hits for it.
And some more now. 3, 4 tower shots to take that one.
Did clip G with that, but only the first half of the dual breath, so only the slow. Ruby coming under heavy pressure in the mid lane, dodges out an auto attack though from Matt. That's well done.
Yeah, the CS is telling the story here, isn't it? Like 21 and 7. Lots of denies as well. Talking to.
Once you fall behind in storm lane,
I think it really is that exactly that who gets ahead one, right? Like it's either one of these can do this to the other. It's just that first misstep is really punishing for the first blood as well. Tom gets the camp unblocked. Still hasn't gone for this ward down bottom though, as James's courier dies to Yam. Big stun onto Kitty, but it's an AA. You're just gonna get bonked back. It's only level 1 chilling touch though. The chilly fingers. I think, is there a better thing in mid than like getting your range creep like kill and then denying the enemy's range creep in front of them? Like, does it get better?
It's up there. It's up there with like the things you just feel most giddy about. Oh, Ruby's got to be so careful. I think Ruby can't. Oh god,
just dead. Doesn't even go for the remnant, just goes for the double zip. Mel's gonna come grab the XP, but yeah, this is Matt's come to party in the playoffs, hasn't he?
Hard to place against the storm that's ahead. I can
Nelson's in some danger as well. He's alone down bottom. Tom's got a stun in 1, but G is looking to, I think, just grab these creeps up and be happy with his.
Scaled sensibly, broadly itemized sensibly, I think as well. Nelson should be okay, just getting what he can in this lane. He shouldn't get loads, but you almost can leave him right.
Ruby's XP is like real depressing right now. Matt's about to tip into 7. Ruby's just tipped into 5. Like it's a bad story, and then Mel is taking it, like staying around for the 6-minute rune. Like it's good if you get it. Like you can't allow Storm to have this rune. I like that play, but Underlord is coming under that pressure. Ice Path goes off in mid. We're seeing this damage come through onto Ruby. It's going to be a zip to the
Storm's got the mana, I think, to pressure this.
Oh no, the rune is good though. Gonna probably get away with that.
This is a turn.
This is a very big turn.
Ruby's looking to kill him. He's got no mana. He can't. Oh, they could have got the kill there. And Ruby got arrowed and said, oh god, if Ruby dies...
Mel might be still looking for it. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, he missed! Matt's in danger. There's no mana up the hill though.
He's not.
Just the right click under that. He goes for it. What? Matt, this is so rude. He's dead.
Oh.
And Mel is
on the other
not.
Side, Yam killed Ruby.
Like, what is going on? And yeah, as I expected, like, This is relieving some
Bit
pressure off the
nerves for both of
Storm.
them, I think.
Relieving pressure from Storm, but definitely not. Also from Ember onto the Storm, but definitely leaving your Underlord high and dry.
Means Mel is now ahead of Ruby on experience.
Yeah, that's probably not the best way around. Give me my bottle back, support player. There we go.
Nice of Ruby to do the bottling though.
Yeah, but
Like,
filling your mid's bottle is
Storm's
very
going
important.
top. This is a Storm rotation top because Storm's
Cheers.
just strong. That's a dead Nature's Prophet.
Nice spear into the tree as well. Do you know it can connect on trees? It's pretty cool.
I've never seen it, but I believe it.
Geez, just 6 in the wave now, like a full level ahead of Nelson. Tom is very good at giving over that XP, but the Firestorm is still chunking him out. Like there's no holds barred about that. Yeah, Matt is doing some of these jungle stacks. That again, the Storm easy way to get ahead, where Ember would have to have a lot more points in Flame Guard to do that efficiently right now. Nature's probably going back top.
Oh, she goes down in the bot lane.
Okay, Mel comes
just
back.
Tanked a bit too much Firestorm, and
didn't even need the
got hit by
Macropire.
the Ice Path in there. Hit by the Ice Path in the Firestorm. Firestorm's a lot of damage.
It is. Tom's been able to grab into this this dire triangle now. Himself some stuff. Biggles has an arena ready. This tower bottom might be under some pressure now. Let's see over to the. I don't know if you see the net worth by the way, but Matt is quite far ahead in mid as well. There's going to be a stun chain as well. Although Matt is in danger, I think he goes forwards.
Oh, nah, he's still got too much mana in a bottle. I think Ruby could still die here. Yeah, Ruby's in real
just cancels the salve. That's so cheeky. He's down bottom as well. Nelson's in trouble, but he's tanking in the Firestorm. G might go down here. He's tanking Macropire as well.
Nicely done.
Nelson's going to get the TP away. Really, really great pressure there in mid. Ruby comes back from base with a full set of mana. Matt's going to walk off the cold feet. Storm Spirit.
So
don't need feet.
The good thing for Dire is their side lanes are now pretty good, honestly. They're having minor wins in both side lanes. It's just the mid lane has been a bit of a disaster, and obviously Ruby just can't really farm to catch up either because it only has 1 point in Flame Guard. I think you have to suck it up and do so a bit, but yeah, exactly what we're seeing now. But you just can't really stand in this mid lane on this Ember. And I think the time we're really going to see that be a problem, Jack, is what I was saying in the draft. You need your Ember to playmake for you, right?
Yeah, because I mean,
like the other heroes you have don't. Really,
what in theory that Nature's Prophet can do, right?
Underlord otherwise,
in theory, Nature's Prophet can move, but like you don't want to move your carry to do that, right? You want him to carry to farm. And Underlord is very much a deal with pressure, not create pressure situation, because he just wants to stand in front of buildings and be that soak for your team. He is causing a lot of problems down bottom though, so G has been
maybe on
kicked off to the
objectives
jungle.
like these tier 1s, you could move your Nature's Prophet with your Underlord and pressure them easily enough.
Big movement in mid as well. I mean? Both supports and Ember are here. Probably should have said both supports and Jakiro are here. It's probably a more accurate state of affairs, but Matt's gonna grab this DD rune top.
Okay, they get a D-board.
Yeah.
Not nothing.
They get the chase.
Moonlight Shadow used? Is this used for an aggressive play bot? It is, I think. Yeah, that's a rupture onto Nelson.
He's TPing though. There's nothing to stop. Tom has the Fire Blast.
The Fire Blast, yeah, and he's not got the Firestorm down either. If he'd actually, I wonder whether he should have. I think he definitely actually should have Firestormed before he started TPing.
Oh, James up top is getting found by Matt. He's got a double damage rune as well. The pullback is there. He's just.
There's nothing.
Oh, there's a big stick.
Here. Storm's a classic.
He is out of mana though. Is he gonna? Oh, he has to go down to that. There's an ice blast, icy blast as well.
Just
Matt
missed.
does not get clipped by that one. He does.
But Matt surely dies.
Yes, he does.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of.
But Ruby's behind Biggles on experience here. This is like there's a mental resilience thing here though. You're still an Ember, you can still make plays.
Yep. 4 heroes on the Dire team are level 7 though. I mean, it's very much a communist approach rather than a share the load kind of thing. Big arrow coming in somewhere, but James TP's in mid's going to catch the kill onto the ogre. It looks like Tom's going to go down. Gets his stuns off, but yeah, hard to do something. Nice arena into the spear. It's going to get the ice path to disrupt. James's stick is getting a lot of work. Is he going to get anything here? Yam is going to grab the kill.
He gets the kill onto Biggles though, so he
does
probably
first
isn't
as well.
Happy about that.
Ember's
I like the activity that James showed there. Storm is wanting to go on Nelson bot. He's got his Bloodseeker with him.
Yeah, Rupture's available. They're gonna need to hold a stun here, which means it's gonna be difficult. Like if Nelson goes for that other TP away, but
he's gonna use his ult to try and get out though, and he's gonna die before it does. Yeah. Yeah, the level 1 ult time is just far too long.
6 seconds.
6
isn't it?
seconds
Yeah,
is far too long.
It's far too long. What?
I've been that Underlord, I know it well.
Yeah.
But they are, you know, they are
doing stuff. They ping out
Yeah,
into
they
Matt now.
are.
They want to invade this space, but Matt's seen it pretty early. It is after all daytime.
Mel is like laser accuracy with these ice paths, but it's probably in serious trouble now.
I think there needs to be another stun to get anything done here. G goes down before any of this happens as well.
And
Tom's coming in, gets the ignite. There's a lot of damage coming through. The ignite
That's
should
a good
kill.
macro.
It is playing these choke points well. Yam is just standing in it. Probably not the best idea.
If they can escape from this as a 1-for-1, then you're delighted, right? You got the enemy carry. Yeah. Yeah, what I was going to say is that Dire's kills have actually been quite evenly distributed across.
I mean, everything is evenly distributed, right?
Sorry, Radiant kills have been quite evenly distributed across the Dire cores.
Okay.
So it's not like there is one core who is miles behind, if you see what I mean. Ember is somewhat, but it's more that all 3 Dire cores are somewhat behind. And I don't know if that's what I'd want, or whether I prefer this Ember just never have a game. Hard to say.
I imagine they're cognizant of the fact that Ruby is their strong player, and the shutting down Ruby repeatedly is probably a good idea. The same is true for the hero Ember Spirit as well, right? Yeah. It looks like they're going in mid. Orchid is revealed now.
I heard Orchid, yeah.
He's using an awful lot of mana to do this though, and they're moving heroes down or up from bot now to try and contest this on the Dire. James TPing over to the top lane.
Which I think I like.
Yep. Yam gets a free 8 gold from throwing an arrow anywhere near a hero. Up in mid, there's a lot of damage happening. Ice Blast is going to go, or going to go wide rather. There's a Rupture How onto. There's so much healing coming through. Where did that come from? That's the mech on Unlord, I guess. Haste on G.
And there was
he's going to die to the Firestorm. Well. Oh, this is horrendous
huge.
now for Dire. Or for Radiant.
Actually, humongous.
Yeah. They get this mid tower as well. Matt can't really be in this fight. He has an Orchid. Not a huge amount of mana to work with, and it's going to be difficult. That mech on the Underlord reveal was really nice. Got through like a huge amount of healing onto the Ember.
Goes straight into Greaves.
Eagles is here with an arena. He's looking for it. Gets stunned up. It's lots of heroes in the arena, but
probably not the hero you want to hit.
Yeah, Matt's rooted up by the Ember as well. Has to kind of bail, and Yam trying to leap away. Biggle's going to die. It looks like they're tanking a lot of tower to get down here.
This is great resilience from Dire. I mean, I would question the strategy of getting kills. But I mean, if it works,
we need to see the choices from both sides of the bracket, right? But yeah, I mean, considering the mid lane, their tower's gone down first, and protecting theirs. Matt seems to scan out the Jakiro here. Up in the triangle, stuff is happening. G's getting gone on again. It looks like by James, Sprout goes wide. Still pretty quick.
James is now looking like he wants to go into Orchid himself. I don't mind that. I just feel like maybe on Nature's Prophet, BKB has to be second item.
Does look like that's what's going to be after, I assume.
Yeah, but he's got a Maelstrom already, if you know what I mean. So I wonder whether you've just got to get BKB and then go back for... I don't know. I guess the good thing is if, like, Storm Orchid's you and you Orchid him, you're probably going to win that.
I think you click a little better than Storm does. Tom finished up with the Veil, as is Kitty, so the dueling 5s with the Veils are on board, online.
Very surprised at how late Matt was planning to wait with the Sheds, and actually he's literally just changed his build.
So much damage really coming through.
Done.
Root onto Yam as well.
With pit used, guys, you've got to fight around that now. Oh, MLS used.
Yeah, there's just so much damage coming over from the Dire team, like with this Veil. Tom does, as I said, Tom does have one as well, but it can't really translate the same amount of random poke damage as the Jakiro can. Now Ruby has a DD there, incentivized to go back with the second pit. I think it's going to be difficult for Matt to do anything with. He gets rooted up once, but not twice. Rapture out onto the supports. I think it was Melody on the Jakiro.
You're not doing shit with that. That's a
There's an
Biggles is
arena.
going to come in, I guess.
There's a big stun onto Nelson. He's going for the arena now. There's a big dive into the backlines. They're going for the Veil Builders, leaving the rest of their heroes deep in the pit. And G is going to be able to do something here. Biggles does go down. Matt is trying to hobble away. Melody going down on the side, as my observing is, leaving much to be desired. And Tom is over on the right trying to deal with Ruby. DD damage. DD Rune is doing so much work. G is getting a triple kill now, and I think he's going to be able to win this duel with James, no problem as well. The Orchid is going to go out this way. Pigpole trying to get around the trees, but there is a very much thirst vision onto that hero, and I don't think you're doing very much with it. And the full Oblivion stuff goes down as well on the courier. Dies to creeps, I think, or tower or something.
Yeah. It was very close to being a good fight for Dyer, that as well. And the game's extraordinarily even, actually.
Yeah, but, very even.
But it looked like their jump onto the backlines just worked out slightly better, not least, I think, because they have the arena to divide the fight. Yeah. And Pit is very good at dividing a fight, but you can somewhat move through it. Arena... Well, I say you can't move through it, but there's too many heroes that override that for random reasons, like Night Stalker. But there's no Night Stalker in this game, so we'll ignore that point.
The glyph goes out in mid for Dyer and protects their mid tower as well, so they don't get to even up the kills there. Melody goes into this area again. He's gonna
and actually, Radiant
stand on this vision.
Tower yet.
Yep, vision goes out onto Mel. Gonna stand in the blood right. Yam danced over into Nelson, so a bit of a problem.
Looks like Biggles might even the tower. Well, start to even the towers up top by taking one, but like towers are so important for achieving things.
It gets really up as well.
Beautifully done with the slide chains. Like when someone stood in a creep wave, and particularly when they get hit early, it's very hard to find the chains normally, but that was really well done.
Looks like Nelson's walking up. He knows the vision is here. Tom's looking for something, goes for the ignite, but Nelson channels the ult immediately, just in case.
This is smart. You
can probably cancel it, yeah.
We're smart though. I appreciate that. Second point in ult. Hard to say. Like level 1 ult is crap, but like that fourth point in Pit gets exponentially better with each point in it, right? Because it re-triggers every 3.6 seconds. So the longer of that 3.6 seconds they are compelled to be in it, the less time they have to move out before it triggers again. If you see what I'm saying.
That's just maths, innit?
And the general cooldown reduces.
Again, lots of pressure being applied, or being like, lots of importance being held by Dyer on this mid tower. They're sticking a lot of heroes here. I don't think they need to with the Underlord on the team.
I'd just like to record taking back everything positive I've said about this Ember game.
Why? Oh, okay. Good item build. I like it.
I mean, whatever I think about Gleipnir, I think then going Lincoln's is extremely bad here. I think you have
on the Radiant.
I don't think Lincoln's actually really helps you with the Storm Spirit one bit.
So James has just evacuated this area, by the way. So I mean, they're looking for something here, but they're getting a tasty wraparound.
Lotus like they often do.
This movement from 4coomers is a classic at this point. Biggles is just tanking the tower with the MLS. They're going to go on to Ruby's... what? They are. They get the Orchid. It's the right one. Looks like Ruby's dead. What's happening in the rest of the fight? G is getting... he's not going to have any regen from his thirst. He's trying to run it off now. Yam's going to get a lot of fire... Starstorm damage as the rest of the fight is happening up here somewhere. I don't know what's going on. Matt has 0 mana. Biggles trying to find something. He's going to go down on the Storm Spirit. So currently 1 for 2 at this point. James taking a lot of damage.
We've got the Gianni Bloodseeker looking to see if there's a clear up, but there isn't.
Tom is finding something. How did that arrow not hit? Looks like Tom's going to go down as well.
I was going to say, maybe it isn't Tom finding things. Oh, maybe it is. Who knows? Nelson's well positioned here around his own pit.
G is going to clean up here for sure now, though.
Yeah, this should be very, very good. 2 seconds on the creeps.
Unstoppable is about right, yeah. So I think overall it was what, 4 for 2?
Yeah.
G might go down here though. No, there's no mana at all. Yeah, this is dead G. That's Ice Path as well.
Yep.
Critically, that money's going on to Ruby as well. So recovery farm for this Ember. Well, pretty much even with the Storm now.
Atos finished. Oh, James gets hit by the arrow. Not going to matter, I think, but.
Ancient done by Matt here. It's the 15
And
now.
actually now,
Gone
the
for the
farm on the
health.
course is probably in Dire's favour at this point. Ember's only 500 behind Storm. That's pretty good.
Still a lot of
Yeah, and
latent
Matt,
gold on the map, right? Like there's a lot of towers that Radiant have not taken yet that I have, but otherwise yes.
yeah, but that also creates opportunity to get gold as Dire because you have more innate map to play. Interestingly, Matt's changed his build plan again.
He was
He
Kaya
wanted the
BKB
Kaya.
before, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's just like, I can't get the Kaya first, I think is what this is saying.
Right.
Which is right, I think. I think it's
Awesome.
very hard to play against Underlord without the BKB, particularly now you've seen this Orchid come out in the Nature's Prophet as well.
Like Mir's done on the Ember as well.
But playing Storm without a Kaya just feels fucking miserable.
This feels too expensive, right? You want your discounted price.
Yeah, and you want to regen up a bunch. You want to know that kind of you can zip, use half your mana at the start of the fight, and still have something to get you out if it goes bad.
Bigos goes for a nice blink rebuke onto the courier there, onto James's courier. Grabs that. Nothing left on it actually after it's delivered, but
Is this a Deso that's going to be flying out for Biggles? I feel like no, it's Shard. Oh, it's Shard.
I think Shard is interesting, mostly because like there is going to be a time where you're going to have two heroes pinned to this arena. Looks like there's a movement being made behind Matt here. I'm not sure if they scouted him out or
A number of his arenas have felt like
he realizes that something's afoot. Nelson channeling the ultimate, but there's nothing that can really bring him back. No glimpse, no anything like that. He's getting the annoying damage out onto Matt before he leaves as well. Knows that he's safe there doing that.
Another Atos coming out on Nelson in a moment as well. So they're going to have a huge amount of lockdown for this Storm and this Bloodseeker.
Yep.
Is Bloodseeker going to BKB next year?
It's
yeah.
relatively slow lockdown though, right? The Atos is not the premium against Storm. They went for the 4-man smoke here though.
No, I agree. And Shrek Lightner is a lot faster.
Yeah. Yam does have the MLS available though, so Tom looks like he's going to break the smoke. Looks like he does.
Yeah.
And this is
Dire
pretty...
are right to do things now because they can't really afford to wait for those BKBs to come up. Well, Radiant want to just wait for those BKBs to come up, even if they have to bleed the odd kill.
Yeah, I think you're happy
like,
here
Tom
that
like is fine.
Oh, absolutely. Like you've identified. So Dire have identified a timing, and they're like, "Let's go," and then you get to offer up your ogre in exchange for that. That's perfectly fine. I guess from Tom's perspective as well.
If they can take bot tower, Dire, that's a decent use of this pre-BKB timing. Just because when Storm and Bloodseeker have BKBs, the next 10 minutes of fights are very difficult for Dire.
Yeah, looks like James is in some trouble. He's got silenced up as well, going for the TP as well, but he's going to long ball from Matt on the Storm as well. It's the problem with this kind of split push thing. You're showing on waves, same way that you would try and shut down a Slark. They're being able to do that with this Orchid build as well. Just the silence rupture going out.
Two Athos and Orchid coming out get very heavily countered by two sets of BKBs. That essentially nullifies, as well as a bunch of innate abilities, another 10k of net worth, right?
Tom drew some lines on the map there that indicated that he wants to defend this bot tower. They do have a glyph available on Radiant.
Yeah, they're a player ahead. I think they probably
Biggles looks like he's giving his life for this mid tower though, so not sure he's particularly happy with that. There he is dead. Ice Blast goes out in mid, but he does draw some pressure away from the bot wave.
I'd like to see Kitty bring out another one of these patented Lotus Orbs. There was
a lot of Lotus on Kitty before, right?
Yeah, and I mean, Kitty uses it very well. I always feel the impact of it. So I think, yes, get us some Lotus Orbs, Kitty, please.
Matt still has yet to like fully reveal his BKB, and he looks like he's getting to do so now. On the didn't pop it there though. There it goes. Onto the Underlord. He's going to die for the Storm Spirit as well, I would imagine. Not Storm Spirit. He's a Storm Spirit. Nelson's so tanky. Is he going for this Ancient Apparition? Doesn't look like it.
If Dire disengaged, then you're not too unhappy, I think. That's the first BKB usage.
Yeah, big reveal from Matt to get not much. Again, this mech is doing a lot. I would imagine they want some kind of Shivas at some point.
Hey, look what Kitty's got queued up.
Is it a Lotus Orb?
It is. Love it. I hope we're getting Glimmers out. We've got Glimmer on now already.
I saw a regen bot. Gonna go into the bottle.
James is getting close to his own BKB, 100 gold off. And is then going Hex. I like him.
Hex and finishing a Bloodthorn afterwards, which is interesting.
No, I think that's reasonable. I mean, like an attack speed item is a classic thing to get, like 4th on Prophet. Normally it's AC, but Bloodthorn's probably pretty good here. Like Hex Bloodthorn someone, and you're just gonna kill them.
Yeah, Ruby's currently got Lincoln's and BKB queued up. I like one of those things.
BKB, yes, it's got to be BKB. Lincoln's.
Oh yeah, also the BKB.
Is the Lincoln's about what's it for here?
Rupture, I assume. Fire Blast.
Like there's a lot of
Vortex.
decent things for it to catch, but
yeah.
like catching a Storm spell isn't great because Storm will have 2, if you know what I mean. Like Storm gets to choose to break your Lincolns with Orchid and then Vortex you or something like that.
Trying to run towards Ruby. They're getting the TP off immediately though, so Radiant do scan out Roshan while they make this movement. I guess they want to clear up this tier 1 bot off the map.
Open Flames, that's going to be coming straight onto the Ember, I would assume.
SNY looks like G's BKB is flying out to him as well. And Radiant go for another smoke up into Triangle, and you would assume across the way as well. But a lot of investment being put in to try and find something here at this timing.
Are Dire planning a counter smoke movement or something?
I don't know. I think
there's a really
it's hard to get anything top.
Yet odd version of map movements going on from Dire here, right? Like they just completely walked away from the enemy smoke.
Tom has like drawn a line that is very much longer than the duration of BKB that they have.
You drop a sentry and you're like, oh, all 5 of us are stood on an obs ward. Okay.
Oh, Biggles with the arena onto 4! Matt is going to get in here. It's so much damage coming through. There's 3 dead immediately. Nelson has to channel this ult to get out, I think, but he's not going to do that as well. James channeling, trying to get away, but is there going to be enough damage? There is not! And Nelson is going to get out anyway. So close on James there. His BKB reveal is not what he wants for sure, and I think Radiant are looking for Roshan here. That blink up the hill from Biggles was amazing. He was like, you could see that decision paralysis. He stood there, he was like, oh fuck, there's heroes here. Spear, Arena's good.
Well, I mean, he made the shard immediately. Like, well, not immediately, but, you know, pay off in exactly the way we were asking about before. Yeah. But to be fair, this game, he's consistently had at least 3 heroes in his arenas.
Yes.
So I guess it's not a huge surprise that the shard is paying off.
Maybe he's got a Dota Plus challenge to do. Looks like Dire are trying to get this bot tower, but there's a glyph available. And I think James might die here. There's no BKB for quite some time. Oh, James is clicking. He's clicking. That's the Aegis gone. He has the TP here, right, on James? Is it enough?
He's doing it.
Oh my god, it's enough! Oh my god, alright. Instant break on there. Nelson's coming through to try and save something, I think, but he is dead in response now as well. That was a nice play from James. As you said exactly earlier, you called it, right? If you orchid each other and stand there, the tip goes through onto Matt. Oh, no.
Oh, Biggles.
What I know about... maybe... everyone's joining in now. This is a requested tip. This is... farming Dota Plus shards from your team.
So, like, if I do something stupid in an IDL game, I'll sometimes just say, guys, tip me.
See, this is why you should donate money to Quincy Crew. You should donate money to Quincy Crew so that you can go XD, really, really deadpan in the chat. Oh, Biggles finding another courier. Ooh, G. Bob.
Ruby's courier, anything big on it?
No, it was nothing on it. It was just waiting at the secret shop.
Well, I guess you'll have to buy something you can't buy at the secret shop.
Melody is continuing to run at Matt, and it's not going well for them this time. Matt's gonna dodge out the vortex.
Does get chipped by the...
He's got a... oh, he does actually have one, yeah.
The frostbite, just not by the...
Cold circle.
I'm pretty sure if it goes over you when you're in ball, you're...
Yeah, there's been a few things that, like, kind of, like, you can pull, like, vacuum out of ball now as well. Like, some weird shit goes through it. But they made AA Blast a lot better when it did that. Oh, diving the backlines onto this AA. Speaking of, Orchid is going to go out. The pop.
Feeling good. Yeah.
Nelson couldn't get in range. Oh, he's going down here, actually. Forced to BKB up the hill.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's not going down.
There's a regen though, so
it's pretty risk-free to do that kind of move.
I wonder if they've scouted out this regen, because like it's dangerous for them to think that Matt is dead when he's not, but he is actually standing in tower range for a bit there. So there is Nelson. Yep, exactly what they don't expect, I think, is coming out. Biggles tries to go for an arena, but it's very much splitting the goalpost there as Nelson does go down. Maybe this is one of the games where they do need pipe. Like there's so much damage from this Underlord.
Underlord's getting a pipe. Don't defend those tier 2s.
Giving them the pipe.
Know where the enemy are, or you control the high ground.
This tier 2 bottom is so bad, like because Radiant, like if you're slow sieging, Radiant always have this Tinker Ward, and you are just dead. And if you're like quick sieging, then it's just impossible to do anything. Long arrow, but not going the way that anyone would actually really want to go. It looks like it should be. It's going to clip with the Ice Blast as well. So I'm trying to.
People's using the Blast Rig, which is really just the armor here, because you're not going to get any
value, unless like Prophet really goes super close to you.
Or you get close to the Prophet, but it's Prophet then BKB, so. Close game, this.
It is, yeah. It's not the story of the mid lane that we saw earlier, is it? Like, it was very much a smashing mid lane followed by smashing reoccurrence from the Dire squad. Like, they really played together a lot better than Radiant have so far this game.
That
I
was
think.
my word.
Smashing. That's Nigel Thornberry's word. Fuck off. You don't own that. There is an item being built from Matt here, though. What are your thoughts on the item?
Bloodstone?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
It's better than KNS on Storm. It's just more expensive.
He's going for it though in a game that like he's definitely like doing well in, but it's not the unanswerable game, right?
No, but there's not an item that he has to wait to get instead. I would kind of like him to get another Dispel here.
You go for the Atos forwards. There's a lot of damage coming here as well. That's looking for something.
I really hate Yules on Storm, and maybe his plan is to wait for Tier 4 neutral to solve his Dispel's problem for him.
There are a lot of those.
Half of Tier 4's Dispel things. I just got a message from someone. On a scale of 1 to Gleipnir, how offended are you by Ruby's Ember build? And I feel like the answer's in the question.
I feel like, as discussed though, the Lincolns is probably offending you more, or would have been if they actually.
Yeah, they got the BKB, which is great. Yeah.
Currently not queuing up the Lincolns. Well,
yeah, the Lincolns would have offended me more.
Maybe breaking smoke.
Game winning. I presume here we see the BKB.
There's the BKB.
Oh,
goes for the wrong Ember though.
Just onto an illusion, and now Dire should go again.
Because BKB is down, MLS is down. There's a lot to like here. James is not even required for this fight as well. He's nearly up to his Hex.
A pit, right? It's pit off cooldown, pit's off cooldown, so. Oh, Biggles has jumped in.
He's gone for the arena, just onto Nelson though. Again, there's not easy to fight this right now for the Radiant squad. Ice Blast coming in, doesn't quite clip Biggles, but the Cold Feet does. Yam's taking a lot of damage to the backline as well. Biggles going down to a lot of this damage from the Jakiro. G is turned up with his BKB to try and glick. Glick he will, as James is in the backline. Got his BKB done. Oh, G is going down. G's BKB is over, and G is over too. Matt's balled into the backlines. He's out of mana. He has no mana.
He's dead here, I think.
He has Bloodstone. He doesn't have enough mana to activate it, and that's 12 charges on the Bloodstone.
And James has still just been going ham in the backline and killed Tom as well.
Destroyed the backline. This BKB not quite reveal again because we saw him have to use it defensively top, but not a good. Biggles is gone. Fuck it, we're done. Yeah, that was.
What a back and forth game. It's not what we're looking for. Like, if one team has 29 kills, the other team shouldn't have 24 kills. Yeah.
Seeing the strength of these BKBs and the absolute lack of strength without those BKBs coming through in these fights over and over again. Like, G was crushing Nelson and then just fell over when his BKB ended.
A little bit surprised and disappointed by the neutral item distribution on Dire. I'd like the Cloak of Flames to be on the Ember and the Spider Legs to be on the Underlord.
Okay.
But I mean, if I'm just nitpicking,
you
Spider Legs feel really nice.
Surely you would never.
Saying Spider Legs feel very nice to play with an Underlord. But yeah, I mean, so what should each team be looking to do now, Jack? What is the plan if you're Dire first, right? You've just won a fight quite well. What is your plan now?
I want to secure the next Roshan. It's going to be a while though until that's available to you. I'm not sure I want to wait necessarily. I think my plan now is mid tier 2. I think that Dire are showing that they can have strength outside of their BKB timings as well, because Ember wasn't forced to use theirs in that fight to win it convincingly.
Oh wow.
Looks like they're pushing high ground though with James. It's very safe by the looks of it, and they're just going to get a lane here, I think.
Yep. I don't even think the buyback could stop it.
I mean, this is maybe more than mid tier 2. This is definitely a full lane bot, and it's going to be mid tier 2 as well for free.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the creeps are unconvinced about it, but just
Someone
given
can
the
go
last
back to it
opportunity.
at some point.
That point is now. Bop.
Hey, I was right.
You did it. Good job.
That happened at some point.
I mean, like, this is the problem, right? They revealed this Storm Bloodstone. You've immediately killed him. Both BKBs on G and Storm proved ineffective. And now I think the map is shrinking rapidly for Radiant, and their confidence probably should be as well.
And the impact of all these Atoses is coming back. The sustain items are just really flying out now on the
So
Gaia.
Hex reveal on James. Kitty's Lotuses, I think, showed up as well now.
Oh, well, James is 24.
James is very, very large now. 2 very successful fights with him doing a lot of the work and a lot of solo XP. His Prophet 1, really, really nice pickup in this game. It's felt like almost exactly what they needed. It's made this Mirana's life really hard. They're playing really well around its movement around the map, and even some of the sad things that happened to him early game, he just came back and immediately made an aggressive play. There's 8 smoked heroes at the moment now, 4 on each side. Again, Pipe revealed for the Underlord. Bloodthorn finished on James now as well. Melody's going to walk up and get immediately orchid.
I think this is
They can't kill the Jakiro? What's going on? Where's Tom? Jakiro's still
alive.
alive.
They didn't have detection. The
Matt might
just came to play.
Die here as well. James is TPing out. It looks like he's trying to get away. Mel's trying to get out, but this is going to make G's life pretty nice. Matt goes down. He's going down. The Bloodstone not enough. Yeah, he's going to be able to TP back in. There's the silence coming out. Orchid goes back. G's in some real trouble. The pit re-silence as well. And they're all going to die. I don't think the game continues from here.
This is game, yeah.
It is, yeah. I guess
I think this is game.
They just lost all of their vision in mid. They couldn't kill off the Jakiro, and the second round of spells from that hero just enough to turn the tide of the fight. It looks like.
Fighting against pit can be so difficult as well, though.
Yeah, I think they can hold the game here, but their base is going to be in shambles after this.
I think they should get Mega'd. Oh, I'm not leaving without Megas if I'm Dire.
I don't think you need to with James as well. He's got like the remove teleportation cooldown. He can be wherever he wants all the time now. He's got like the Hex. The BKB's coming back up.
Well, I'll have a 4v5 fight. Absolutely. I guess Roche is up.
If they scout that, that's good.
Megas.
TP goes into the pit now.
I'm guessing Mel has already looked, yeah.
It's the shard. I'm surprised the shard doesn't go onto the deal with the situation.
Whose shard are they gonna have here? I presume James is, because Nelson's is bad and the other 3 have them.
That's a good reason for it to be.
The wave count on Firestorm is... it's not like the Firestorm shard's awful, as long as you don't start thinking self-casting it is the right thing to do.
Yep. There goes the shard. Onto James as well.
Yeah,
so Radiant walking up the hill, and they're just going to walk into something real dangerous now as well. Yam trying to leap away, goes for the MLS, doesn't get to cast it, gets hexed up by the Nature's Prophet and just immediately killed off.
Catch no one.
Like catches G, forced to BKB as well. This is just getting bad to worse from Radiant. Impressive showing here from GG Esports. Like,
they were one of the teams that should have taken a game off 4coomers this season.
Yeah, they absolutely kind of lost to themselves in that game.
And as I say, they have just played without fear, which I think a lot of teams struggle to do against 4coomers.
So here's going over the Megas here now. Matt Orchid's up the illusion, and now they're going to get baited by the 3-man Ice Path from Melody as well.
These Ice Paths
play, they have been actually incredible, yeah.
And that is Megas.
Yep.
And that's just the GG call.
They're calling it. Yeah,
they're not going to hope for last time.
I think I agree as well. Like, I don't want to play this game when it's a long 3-game series anymore. This game is won. So yeah, not the showing that 4coomers would have really desired here, considering the dominant performance in the regular season. But we'll see where we get from here.
Get some PogChamps in the chat for.
Can we do PogChamp? Can we just?
I don't know.
Maybe we need something else.
There is no PogChamp. What YouTube emoji is there?
I don't know. M posted a cat in a box earlier. I'm pretty sure we should use that.
I mean, I think we can get custom emojis in here. I guess we better find out what our custom emoji allowance is.
browser.
And then channel membership perk. Members will gain one or more exclusive custom emojis. Oh, but then presumably you have to charge for that. Which sounds like nonsense. Yeah, you've got to turn on sponsorship and you've got to have monetization for emojis. Well, we're not doing that. That's a bummer, isn't it? Uh,
Voice chat will align awful person.
yeah, it's a legacy, legacy name.
It's quite rude.
Good grief. Oh. Well, M's giving us, is that a cat in a box?
Yes.
Cool. Right, I'm gonna grab a drink.
It's like a plan. It's okay, like every achievement, you just need to completely start like restricting it until it's as meaningless as everything else. It's like I'm the best Dota player currently sitting in my office chair.
Oh,
Hello.
did you know this is the 2-year COVID anniversary?
Of what?
The first reports of a strange virus in Wuhan were exactly 2 years ago today.
Good.
Happy 2-year COVID anniversary, Jack. I bet you're delighted.
I am over the moon. So that's 3 birthday cakes then. That's too many birthday cakes.
Okay, so Kuma's this time opting. Well, sorry. GGE with the pick this time, and because they know Kuma's prefers second pick, they've taken Radiant, and Kuma's then took second pick.
Seems reasonable to me. Again, I think Radiant should be numerically favored just on the way the map works, but
Yeah, moderately so. I mean, we saw 2 pretty even drafts come out there. We saw a bit of a crushing up the mid lane, but a great, resilient kind of let's play together and enable our heroes' toolkits to do things for us from Dire.
yeah, I mean, I think
Back up.
Dire covered their early game weaknesses really well. I think Nelson came out things really strong, got really early item timings, and was able to really
A
fuck up
mech.
these
Yeah.
fights. And then yeah, Melody's Ice passed this game pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd probably give Mel MVP for that game, to be honest. It was a huge amount of impact that Jakiro had.
Yeah, it just felt like there was a situation ended up where like Matt was forced to miss position to really finish anything off.
And the BKBs got too short.
Yeah, and the BKBs were just like outside of BKBs, the Radiant draft was just literally just fell over. So I wouldn't be surprised to see. I mean, not in this game apparently, but no more Unlord in this series potentially.
Hmm.
Marcy, current year.
Light but present mid pool. Quite a lot of off laners. It's like we've got Biggles Mars and not Biggles bad in there. I wonder whether this time we'll see Biggles on. Like, Biggles here is probably looking at Slardar, but they'll probably give him Legion. That would be my prediction, I think. They've certainly made great use of the Legion before on Kumas. On Biggles and on Tom.
Yeah, Marcy banned out again. I don't really know what for. I wouldn't call any of the Radiant team in this situation particular Marcy players, but I guess they're still of the opinion that playing against it is not fun or easy. So
I'd agree. And I
seems
think,
reasonable.
if you're potentially in line for elimination here, and we've not seen this team play from behind ever because they're just that good, Kumas, I think. You don't let the other team have Marcy and just make, there's just an RNG if you might just lose because Marcy. I swear to God, it's just a horrible hero to play against. This is an extremely good puck pool. I will say that for free.
Yeah, got to be a little worried about the instant disables that we see potentially, but
Lions a little bit worrying, but nothing else is, I think. PA probably the best carry in the pool. I suspect if we don't see Radiant ban CK though, they're first picking CK. Because they will either ban CK because, Matt loves CK. And if they don't do that, then it's because they're planning on Matt never getting to the CK in the first place, right?
Potentially. Depends, again, it's always going to depend where you place the most value in Matt's hero pool. Or like ability to play certain heroes better than other heroes. I wonder if they're going to consider stuff like the G Lone Druid this game. Again, they banned out Slark last game. Are they considering something
Phoenix
different?
is like a hard counter to Lone Druid. Because the bear doesn't hurt egg.
Phoenix does a lot of dying to Lone Druid though.
Yeah, but like you get to a certain point in the game and Lone Druid just can't play anymore. Not an easy pool to play Lone Druid, and I think there's too many things that mess with you.
They
Yeah,
do
they banned
elect
the
to
CK,
ban the CK.
so they're not first picking it.
I wonder what they are angling for then. Could be something like the puck. Again, at this point, you would give over Lion.
I'm looking for heroes that meet the criteria both being very strong and unanswered, if you know what I mean. So while, for example, PA is the strongest carry in the pool, there are a number of answers to him. So I wouldn't first pick PA.
Yeah, potential to go something like, if you're Kuma's, potential to pick up something like Mag PA, but I don't know if they can handle both of those things. Sand King, the last ban for Kuma's. So now gamers have to show us what they were machinating when they decided not to first pick CK.
Like, one of the things I've realised is I'm not good enough at Captain's Draft drafting to play first pick well. I think first pick might be better. I think you have to be better at drafting than I am. So their read is Magnus is the hero to take in this pool.
We've seen a lot of high valuation of Magnus in general, especially in the playoffs, but in general, like in IDL. We've seen Matt play it a lot as well. I don't know. I assume they want Nelson to play it, maybe Ruby to play it. I don't know what their like plan A is. How do you respond to this? Is that you probably need to break up the PA combo. I think you probably need to either.
No, because they could Ursa. Mag Ursa's fine as well. I wouldn't go sweating about that just yet. There are other answers. I like something like Pugna here.
I despise Pugna as a concept,
but some kind of save, right? And there's quite a few save heroes in this pool. There's OD, there's Pugna, there's Legion, more of a dispel than a save, but when it becomes a BKB effect, it may as well be, if you know what I mean. Those kind of heroes are also very good against RP. But if the Lion, then Lion Puck, Lion Ursa. Oh, that feels odd to me.
I feel like there's nothing that stops you just going like PA Puck here or something.
Maybe not Puck. But I suppose Kumas are going to Puck if you don't.
Even
so maybe you have
even
to.
OD as well, like potential for that.
Yeah.
Because Ursa does not have enough to do his power a lot of the time.
Yeah, I could see maybe PA Legion.
Could be something like that, yeah. Even a support here. I wouldn't want to pick up the Phoenix anymore because the Ursa does hit egg very well. Venomancer seems reasonable.
Veno.
Bit of area control.
Less excited by the Veno.
I think IDL teams by and large are very bad at playing into Veno. So I do like it a bit more than I would like it in an average game, but if they want to play at 3, I think it's bad. If they want to play at 4, I think there's better options. Although maybe not in this pool.
The problem that GG now have is they have no hard lockdown. So I think Pumas should slam the puck here.
Just get the bash.
I think you slam puck here, and I think I then maybe Phoenix. Yeah, I like that puck Phoenix for Kumas. It's probably very effective. Yep. Oh, Legion instead. Well, I wanted them to have Legion in the draft, I suppose, so I'm not unhappy with that. Legion's a good answer to
I guess,
PA.
yeah, you again have ultimate last pick.
Yeah.
I
They
think,
must surely be wanting the puck class.
again, it depends where they're comfortable playing this Magnus, because I don't think I've ever seen Nelson play Magnus that I can remember. So are they still looking for a mid? They have to kind of put their cards on the table now and give Matt free reign of what's left of the pool. But again, there's not like great options to do that.
Should be one of those for Matt. Pug or puck, I would think. And I think both of them are very effective here. Yeah, that's a good point. Venom is an Ursa counter historically. It probably still is, but
Just depends if it's even in the lane.
yeah, it must be. Might be a 4, but surely in that lane. OD not great for Dire. I mean, I think OD is pretty good, but I also like Puck and I like Pugner. I like those more. I'm finding this Radiant draft really hard to finish now. Because I think I need a stun. I need a, you've got to have a stun. So you're probably picking Witch Doctor. And then if this is 3 mag.
Maybe a Slardar if it's not a 3 mag.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're just putting everything in on PA then. Problem is then I think Pugner is just a great answer.
Go for the A again. So
You need stuns.
Stun's not on the table. They have RP. It's fine. Just get all the heroes in the RP and they'll be stunned.
Stuns make playing Dota a lot easier. Well, that will kind of have a stun, I suppose.
Honestly, I'm really impressed.
How do you like the puck lane here? Do you still want puck in the game?
I mean, it's an OD favoured lane, but you just suck it up and play puck anyway, I think. I mean, Pugner's fine. But no, it's not. AA is probably too much. I think you just puck and be happy. I mean, I am like the world's biggest puck simp, but it seems like a no-brainer to me. Spew. Matt quite rightly Custard, sorry, I should say, quite rightly pointing out in chat that Matt will be moulding about that OD. He hates playing against it. But yeah, slam dunk puck pick for me. I think this is now all about the PA effect, right? Whether we can see this PA do what Hayden managed to do the other day and suddenly just start shitting damage out of nowhere. Problem's going to be lanes. Mid should be moderately OD favoured, but both the side lanes, 4coomers should have a much better time in. Unless Veno is even stronger against Ursa than I remember. Because playing PA against Legion is pretty rough. Hold on, does this mean Tom's taking the Phoenix into the safe lane with the Ursa?
Yes.
Maybe the Venom Mag lane's okay then. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
I mean, it could be, but I assume this is going to be a 5 Phoenix, yes.
Yeah, I like that less, again. I don't know, what do you think?
I don't know, I think gamers have done this a lot where they pick their like 2 very 5 supports, and now Kumas have decided to do kind of the same thing, or they've decided to pick 2 4s basically. I think it's very difficult for these support duos to have the impact they need because neither of them are very mobile in terms of getting around the map rather than getting like around the fight.
Oh God, yeah, we're going to see that again, aren't we? With how does each team?
I think that
I
think it becomes really like again like they just have so much more control to play with on Dire, and I think they have kind of not quite a trump card, but a very easy plan A of just like put the hero that's being dueled under a burning sun and hope they die, because they probably will. Whereas the RP coming back is okay. It just shouldn't catch this puck. The line should be positioned back. The Legion should be able to disengage with hopefully the shard. No, I find it easier for.
Right? As long as Legion isn't caught in the RP, Legion's going to pull someone out of it.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be like. It should be easier theoretically for Dire to play their game than for Radiant to play their game. But if the PA goes uncontested with Empower, and OD builds a 2-minute Meteor Hammer and starts destroying the puck, then it's going to be a very quicker.
Build and starting items.
Oh, okay.
This is a real problem, actually, if OD's not going to... OD not buying Meteor Hammer is a disaster for Radiant. I would think. He's just the dumb thing on every OD. Like, oh god, Ruby probably watches more Pro Devs than I do, but...
I mean, Matt also doesn't build it on his OD and hates the item, so, I mean, maybe this is just the...
It could be a personal player thing, but I think...
OD hater, sorry, OD Hammer hater, like, off in the mid lane.
Certainly on Pro Tracker, every OD is buying it.
I think it's just very easy. Like, I keep seeing like ODs play against like Quap and stuff, and the Quap just dies, and like, oh, oopsie.
Well, the Ring of Health is just stupid, right?
Yeah, like I don't think it should be allowed to have Ring of Health in it. Nelson's already going to take a bunch of damage up here top. It's going to have to deal with Kitty playing before Venno, it looks like, and Tom is not placing these Fire Spirits well, and is going to have to wait another 6 years before he can use another one, because that's...
Ruby pushing the first wave mid.
Yep. OD's favored in damage, right? 67 to 53 is very difficult for puck without spells.
Orb. Well, sorry. Arcane Orb. They both have the ability to
the other orb. Puck with 0 armor as well is going to find it very difficult to play against this, and he's already dying almost.
It has 7 armor because reasons.
Yeah, I mean, like that's also ridiculous, but I know. I feel like sometimes you look at some of these heroes and you're like, why is this X? And the only real conceivable answer is like a series of buffs or nerfs that just mean that the hero is in a weird spot.
OD counters duel, that's true. Yeah. There are quite a few save options in this game.
Yeah, there is also the save element OD, you're right. I mean, as the... maybe the axe is going to come out from Ruby. I don't know what the build is after this, because they're finishing Nulls going into Witchblade, it looks like, is it? That's the Knuckles robot, I assume. Yeah. I'm chasing away the Venno into the jungle. G is doing okay on the wave. Mag is not.
But Mag's got like 12 creeps about to come under tower for him, so...
You'd hope his damage is good enough for that. Tom's going to get a pull off as well, it looks like. He's going to get the half pull. Just, yeah, half pull is done. He's played this 5 thing before, it turns out. Kitty's looking for something up here. I don't know what. G is looking to contest it, but yeah, I don't know what the idea is here. Just the tip of the Venomous Gale catches there. And G is going to hobble back to lane.
As expected, this bot lane is already moderately Legion favoured, and should just become more so as you get more points in... well, whichever build plan you choose to go for in Legion here. Personally, I'd probably like to go Moment of Courage and bully the Bejesus. I think Biggles is going to be more sensible and is buying a Solving and is going to go max overwhelming odds.
Tom is trying to duel a level down. I think he might just...
Oh, they're going to kill Yam in the bot lane, I think.
Yeah, there's the dagger. Moderate Legion favoured until that happens, and James is going after the courier as well. Not going to get that, though.
Didn't lose his own courier in the process, at least.
Tom... gets away with it. Yeah, first blood onto the PA is not great for them. It's kind of going to even out a lot of this early damage. And PA is now top of the net worth by, I guess, another 200 gold on the Legion. She got a point in overpower, not using it yet though. Going for the 3 swipes on the Venomancer. It's currently not level 3 yet, so... Gonna buy a smoke? I assume he's gonna TP back to top. Not giving himself a lot of mana though, so...
Pretty even game so far in terms of CS across the board.
Yeah, I think it was very even until the drafts, like the realities of the draft kind of came to bear, right? That's what it felt like in last game. Is that everything was kind of across the map even, but like not in individual lanes. And then I think Dire just came together a little better to execute their lineup, and I think the Underlord was played really well. Jakiro was played really well. So they're gonna have to work out what to do in these lanes to kind of bring that to pass.
Matt's just trying to phase shift the astral imprisonment damage.
Yam is just gonna die. Like they spent like just tried to channel mana drain for reasons, and just
this is not where I expected kills to happen.
I think it is just in terms of like based on what I just saw, Yam doesn't realize the danger that they're in from this lane because it is very cooldown based and it is very like, can they kill me? Yes, no, and if you get it wrong, you are dead. Like dagger comes in, phantom strike comes in, a chilling touch comes in, and yeah, it's really hard. Matt nearly goes down to damage from the imprisonment in the mid lane.
Biggles just trying to interrupt the pull, and I thought he had, but the creeps decided not to play.
Tom goes for a dive up top. Just the Icarus version, not the tower version. Looks like Kitty should go down here to the next set of spells.
Yeah,
You're gonna get a Gale off before they die? Doesn't look like it. No. She is gonna go down. She's gonna get the kill, sorry. Matt's forcing, gonna be forced to TP back to lane in a sec. Fill up his bottle. Even on CS, but it doesn't feel very fun to be Matt right now, I think is the idea. But Ruby is not currently destroying the tower in 2 seconds, so probably pretty good. Gonna get a coil. There is a ancient apparition in the mid lane as well, so.
You gotta be some kind of masochist to enjoy laning against OD.
Yeah, I don't think it's really doable. I mean, I think it's very much the same as like the reason I don't like playing support right now is because like you just have to play this game that isn't the support game. I'm just getting really slow. There's a lot of.
What do I think the right Ursa build for this game is? Well, we've seen Ursa PA as like a carry matchup like 8 times this season. It feels like at this point, right, Jack? Like we've seen it. We've seen it several times. We've casted it before, I think, together. And I spent a while being confused about whether Ursa should bother getting diff or whether she should just skip and like get, you know, just blink something and then MKB. And Steven at that point assured me that you absolutely have to get the diff. So I presume we'll see G get the diff.
Nothing queued up right now. He's gone for a Wraith Band so far. Taking a lot of damage in this top lane. As I think that was that a salve cancelled out? Some sparkly green things, but I didn't see.
Tom with all of the sentries, but
might
actually
just die
a lot of
here.
danger ahead, I think.
Yep, gets another right click in the air while he's diving, and then just dies. She does get to level 6 after the Magnus though, so.
Banishing a creep? So here we're going to see how effective the like just hard right click OD plan is.
Maybe the thought is that like you can never connect a combo onto the puck with the Meteor Hammer. Is that the idea?
Yeah, and I think that's right. I was watching a Thompson thing earlier where he seemed to suggest you could.
Oh no! Ruby breaks the coil. It's a minor misstep there.
Just a sec. No.
Nathan's gonna go. Oh, sorry. Nathan's gonna see a man about a dog. The man is himself. Kitty. It looks like they might go down here. One of the right clicks goes onto the wards though. There's the big slow coming down. Enrages off the initial venomous gale. Looks like, but just gonna be infinitely slow. Matt's coming up. Looks like for the kill. Has a haste rune, so should be easy enough. It's gonna go straight back to mid. So yeah, nice little spark of life there from Matt. Gets a kill onto Ruby. Arguably because of Ruby's little misclick there, it looks like. Arguably because of the spells that were coming through anyway. Gets another counter kill as well, so climbing to the top of the net worth on Matt. 600 now ahead of the enemy OD. And looks like James is sitting pretty down bot. Is about a quarter of a level on the Legion. He's got to his Orb of Corrosion. He's going straight for Desolator.
So there's going to be no farming plan for James here then.
Well, I think his plan is get Empower, but when
that's true.
When they can connect to do that is remains to be seen.
Yeah, possibly not unreasonable then. Yeah. Well, almost certainly not. Well, definitely reasonable. Quite possibly optimal. Words are hard, man.
Words are hard. Still haven't seen anything from G in terms of what he's going for the diff. It looks like.
Okay, well,
so what are you expecting? Like diff, like MKB or something? Is that the idea?
Well, you've got to get blink.
There's the coil.
BKB here.
Oh,
so
breaks on
MKB
Kitty.
very late.
There's the duel.
Got the spells.
Doesn't win the
Just
duel, but
holding
gets the
spells.
yeah. Don't know what happened there. Melody. Actually, Ruby goes to the top and gets Tom. I think they're gonna get Mel here. Yeah, and would have to get
a lot of damage onto Gianni as well, top lane. Wait, Ruby didn't. Did Ruby go top? No, I think Tom died somewhere else.
Oh, Tom just went to cover mid while Matt was moving. Okay, that makes sense. Did get hammered though, so that cooldown is down for a good 2 and a bit minutes. Arcane Rune picked up for Puck now as well. Sadly, the coil is still on cooldown, but only for 40 seconds or so. So gonna spam out these spells in mid.
Coil having a cooldown sucks. They should make us some more ults. Don't have cooldowns like Wyvern ult. That's a big rotation mid.
Yeah, very Envision as well. Biggles cancels. That's not a great use of.
He was sat in the bot lane, I guess.
100 gold.
So leave. No, but probably a better use of 100 gold than actually turning up in the mid lane.
True. Salve goes out onto G. Yam's looking for something. She's gonna get herself cancelled.
Kitty smartly trying to take some of this jungle space away from the Ursa.
Yeah. No, they're just leaving Mag top. Mag is having a way better time than the lane showed that he probably should have, and I think he's doing okay.
1,000 gold up on the other offlaner, yeah. And Kitty
Tom in some danger now as well. Tom is level 3 at 11 minutes.
Tom's got the tome queued up at least. Wow, this actually looks really difficult for Dyer. Like, Matt's got so much work to do in this game now.
Yeah.
And he probably shouldn't be trying to do it at the... He needs people to do it with. That's the important thing. But actually, he supports the 2 under-leveled for it to be them. He has to connect with his Legion and Lion, I guess. I think that's probably the answer.
That's true. Tom needs to dive away. Let's get that off. Rest of the Presty attack is going to give him some health back, but...
This is a really great place to be sitting if you're Radiant, I think.
I think so too. I think the lanes look pressured across the map. Like, no Dire core looks comfortable in their situation right now, and I think they're right to be so.
Except the Puck.
I don't think the Puck's comfortable. I think, like you say, the Puck is probably realizing the gravity of the work that needs to be done here. Down in the bot lane though, it looks like they're going to find James. Going to get a coil out onto him as well. Not going to break. Tom's going to channel up this spell. They're going to look for some crits. Tom's not level 6, so he's not going to do anything here. I think they can turn it. Oh, the Jewel! Please! Team! Oh, they can't go back on this. The RP is smartly cancelled out by Nelson. They're looking for something here though. Nelson is going for
Surely they're going to get the Jewel here.
There's the Jewel onto the Magnus.
You can't let Puck in 2 rounds of spells. It's too much.
It's not going to work. Yeah, I'm looking for a stun coming out. Gets the nice RP onto just the
Fires for them.
Hero, but Magnus also gets Melody. I didn't even realize was back in the fight, but yeah.
Well, that's exactly what Dyer needs.
A lot for Puck to do, and he's up to the task. It turns out. Yeah.
And linked up with the heroes we discussed. You know, linked up with the Legion, linked up with the.
Yeah, it was a very, very messy sequence of events. What happened here, but they also got RP out of the situation as well, and then they got the kill relatively cleanly onto James. So they're doing all of the things they need to do. They're getting big cooldowns out of the Radiant, and they're stopping the Radiant big core from farming.
Obviously, the thing about this OD build as well is you can kind of just leave OD alone in a lane and expect your tower to be potentially still there when you come back.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Meteor Hammer build, like that it exists. But I think it is the stronger build, and it's just like I don't want to use the word face roll because it has some elements of like skill to it, but it seems very.
I played it in IDL this season. It does not. I strongly disagree. There is.
Oh, is there going to be an egg coming through here?
It's a big.
That's not where you want to put the egg, I think.
I presume that's a dead egg.
Yeah. Matt is in some danger now, I think. Gonna go down.
Matt does die, so this is gonna be
3 for 2 trade overall. They get the dual damage, but only 10. Yeah. Assuming that Biggles is gonna go down here. No cooldown on this arcane orb. Would need to live there.
You don't turn up, Danny. You don't turn up.
Make it a 5 for 2, yeah. So Shrivel's going for both mid laners now. I think that was just I think if Tom had just egged on the stairs, that would have been okay. But he went for too much for level 1 egg, I think, and they just clicked it 6 times, which it turns out you can just do.
Yeah, the egg was slightly out, and yeah. I think the idea of egg coil is that you egg in a place where the coil almost prevents you from hitting.
Yeah, you want like the radius of your egg damage to be like, if you want to leave the egg damage, you have to walk out of coil and be stunned, or you get stunned by supernova. Like, I don't think you can have the egg be the central focal point of the fight because you're just not high enough level to do anything about it. And this is the worst bit of anything, is that you can just miss uphill onwards. Oh, they're gonna find the sorry, not the OD, the
only on plague wards. Like you can't miss uphill on obs or
yes,
sentries anymore.
that's my point exactly.
Oh right, sorry.
Coil goes out onto James. He's gonna stay there still for a bit, looking for the RP, but looks like it's gonna be a bit late. They're not doing a lot of. Thomas gonna just die here again, or what? They're gonna get a jewel. Looks like the jewel's coming.
Good silence.
Jewel, there it is. There's the urn coming out as well. Venno looks like they're going to find the kill onto Tom. Maybe the Deny coming through?
I don't think
going
Tom's
for a
right, sir.
TP instead?
Yeah.
Okay, good TP.
It's only level 1 Venno Q, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're getting like, I mean, they're trading forward these like sloppy skirmishes, I think, but keeping this PA down is useful, especially if she's not gone for this farming build. From
Radiant's perspective, they need their OD to be turning up to these bits of business.
I mean, OD did just get a triple kill in the last one, right? It's not like she's not doing anything on the OD. They're pinging out this mid tower.
Didn't turn up, I suppose.
For sure.
Yeah, so this is a classic tower trade that's going to favour Radiant, where Dire take the safe lane tier 1, in return you get the mid.
Not yourself. What? Team. Yeah, the tower just goes down, no countercliff available. If Radiant wanted, they could reasonably have moved heroes here if they had fighting spells like RP to use, but it is a big commitment for a tower you don't really favour that much. Like you say, you're already up in the trade because you know you've got mid in exchange for this.
Mel has turned up anyway, and Mel's walking out? Is there anyone else in the area? What?
You know when you're like, yeah, they don't play with fear.
Is there a like...
They're moving down.
Was there some psychology there?
What is going on? Like, this is just really odd.
I presume Biggles?
Biggles is dead for sure. There's no way he gets out of this. I just don't know how Radiant being allowed to make this movement.
Yeah, that was very odd, wasn't it?
So I feel like the reasonable situation should have been that you kind of face check the fact that they didn't use that many TPs to get down here, and you just duel the AA. But Biggles either was scared that they brought more people and then just waited for the people to turn up and then died. Like,
yeah,
it's odd.
Great itemization from Kitty Power again, though.
What we got? That's not that.
On the Venomancer. Very good against Ursa.
Good against Ursa for the Enraged, not affected by status resist, obviously. Good against the Jewel, good against, I mean, bits of the Puck Coil.
If you're a better player than me, great against all of the Puck Coil, but...
just Wind Waker if
I
you're
am
bad.
not.
Oh, Matt's maybe in some danger top. Oh, nice save going out on the Phoenix Egg, though. So they're getting exactly what they need.
Egg and Coil committed, nothing.
Yeah, just diddly squat. Nice save there from Ruby. We talked about it, right? Like we talked about the saving aspects of this, and James has finished his Desolator now. So he's getting the Empower. Is level 3 Empower. It's not quite maxed. 4-3-1, strange build from Magnus, but 4-4-1 now. So as if by magic. Matt's gonna go and try and grab this. He's so slow because of all this like garbage in the lane. Grab this DD rune.
Yeah. You just gotta check how awake Matt's feeling sometimes.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jenkins was talking about Zai doing this and just like following through with it and just assuming that he was eventually gonna get something, but
that's pretty interesting.
You gotta make them have it, right? Is the terminology for other kind of games. But they're looking for this ancient stack now. Don't know who made this. Looks like Phoenix. Both supports have had hands in this. AFK griefing with Shadow Amulet for some reason. Very upset. We're gonna get a coil here. Looks like we're not gonna need it. I think that is just dead now, but someone has to go and deal with it. Freebie kill. Matt's courier does die to Plague Wards coming in though, so it feels like Dire are playing really slow.
Sure, using this Venno, how you said.
Yeah, but I think Venno is just like, it's incredibly aggressive zone control. I think what we saw, one of the weaknesses that maybe they're exploiting here is when they were playing against the Howard Beale team, they just picked a bunch of heroes that pushed out this mid wave, just didn't let them have it. And they play so much worse, and you can see how they're playing worse without having that map freedom. And it was the same story as last game, is that they had the tower go down in mid really early, and they're just forced with an unpushable wave. And even just thematically, they're looking for stuff around the sides of the map, and they can't find it because they just can't sweep across through mid freely because they just have the tower there. And it's really frustrating because I know I've played with Tom a lot, and he'll be like shitting bricks at the fact he doesn't have this mid tower, and finding ways to try and get it. And Radiant are putting so much emphasis on defending it, and making sure that James is farming near it as well. So we should start to see James catch up to the Ursa, because he's got his like fake Battle Fury now, and he should go through these creeps really fast with the Desolator. I like the BKB coming. BKB Basher Satanic is queued up, and that's smart. Tom is getting pulled back. He cancels the Icarus dive. It's unfortunate. You're trying to hammer that spell to get out, and you just end up double clicking it. It's just bad. But Ruby is farming up here. Potential to hold him down.
It is even with Ruby on net worth.
Biggles went for a Blade Mail. I mean, if that ever hits the Sanity's Eclipse, that'd be pretty good, I think, but...
I mean, the idea is, you know, Blade Mail Legion is exceedingly good against PA, but they already have 2 saves for it. They're the OD and they had that Yule.
And the BKB on PA now, because that not quite recent change, but yeah, in general, like, the way that works now, Blade Mail versus BKB is very sad for Blade Mail.
But really happy for BKB.
Really happy for BKB, yeah. Because BKB was underbuilt and yeah, really needed some happiness, you know?
I mean, it's underbuilt in the skill brackets where Blade Mail's bought a lot, so...
True. So, I mean, all spells are available on all sides. I don't know, like, I'm assuming this favors the PA?
They're gripping for a smoke movement on Dire, but, like, it's so incredibly obvious because these Plague Wards have just told them.
Yep. I mean, they just have to spend so much time. Look at I'm trying to click these, right? They've missed 4 times uphill, and it takes like 8 clicks to deal with them. Like, I think Veno is just like incredibly good when you can't like mobilize your team like on the like spin of a dime, the way that like pro teams would be able to. Like, G is still quite high level though, level 15 now compared to the 13 of PA, 17 of OD. So like OD's got a lot of XP.
Smoked up in the bottom half of the map on everyone but the puck.
Yeah, but you see, when you had a smoke, if you had the smoke and your mid tier 1 was down, what you'd be able to do is sweep across this area, find where someone's greeting. Right,
surely.
Odie's coming in though. Jules gonna come in probably, and then the thing's gonna come out.
Ice Blast the Veno thing, and this Legion has to stay there.
Egg is again on the high ground. It needs to be further back on Tom. He's just like letting this go down. G's gonna die as well. This is very, very bad for Dire now.
Oh, Ruby man, I think to get the puck with that.
Yeah, Yam's gonna die over on the side. It's gonna be a clean 4 for 0. And again, just they're able to mobilize so many heroes, protect this mid tower with their life, and just getting so much value out of it.
Wow.
They're going for Roshan? This is... I mean, they have the PA with Deso, I guess. Oh, I guess they have the OD, yeah, I forgot about the OD.
Big Ocean. This is so hard for Dire this game now.
Yep.
I'm almost struggling to see how they turn the momentum.
They just need a good fight, and I think the fight only looks good when it's onto OD. Because as Aiden pointed out in the chat, and as we've seen, OD just gets to save whoever's being dueled or egged or whatever. They have the Aghanim Scepter now, so that's going to be 2 people if they need it.
When the save's accompanied by Ice Blast Poison Nova.
Yeah. Like, the fights are so difficult to take, and if they fight in any area that people are set up in, it's going to be murder for them. And James is going to pick up a DD rune here now. I think Dire do see all this. They see with the vision, so they should like fucking run away, I think is the technical term.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
BKB is going to be finished in about 600 gold. And yeah, like you, I just don't see how they fix it. Like Ursa, like diff BKB, going for the MKB now. So like Ursa's job, he feels, is just to 1v1 the PA, which is possible. Like I could see that being fine too.
I think Ursa's job right now is to connect on this OD, and this needs to be a blink dagger instead of the MKB.
Ursa's job, he feels, is to get himself accidentally stuck in trees trying to Urshock up a hill. So sad for G, but
Yeah,
we're seeing now, like Kitty has Kitty has the shard now, so trying to de-ward, you just get galed from a million yards away, and now you're dealing with 4 wards hitting you, and it's just... Matt has moved into mode split push, going for the Aghanim Scepter now.
Is an exceedingly good hero at creating split pressure. Oh, this should be a kill attempt.
So are we gonna get the reinforcements?
You've got to orb this. You've got to orb this.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a big kill.
That's huge, isn't it? 700 gold going the way of Matt as well. Matt's got the Ags queued up. I guess Pierre's got BKB, so you need it.
Mid, Nelson's up alone. Tom's trying to get something with Icarus Dive just to slow. But it's taken the brunt of like 18 Venom wards trying to do so. Just one, but it feels like 18. Tranquil Boots never going off here. Halberd being built up by Tom, which I like. But he needs the XP to get to level 2 egg, and he needs to start putting these eggs further back in the fights and not trying to get damage onto everyone, just getting damage onto critical few in a coil.
Yeah, if I'm honest, like I've seen Tom play Phoenix before. I know he's not new to it, but it's not like a hero I classically associate with Tom.
No. He's looking for something
and
more
I think
here.
compared to the level that we know Tom can play at, I think
he's forced to egg now. Mel's walking forward, it looks like, but yeah, I think the egg was very much just to not die. He needs to dive out. Does successfully do so. Now it's a big ultimate used. Yam is dead as well across like the fight when it was starting. So.
What was that? Oh, the PA. Yes.
That was how it started. But trying to get away from that.
Oh, they're going again now.
Yeah,
they've seen the egg use. They're gonna go.
I think they are incentivized to do so. I think they have the poison nova. They have the venomous Gilwood shard as well. Kitty is not going to die to this right click. Yam breaks a smoke, gets a glimmer up as well. Great break there.
Nice.
Breaks onto 3, but it's enough to give out the information.
That is, as they say, huge.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
Yeah, I really think this Ursa desperately is in need of a blink. I think getting into these fights on this Ursa is so hard without it.
Yeah, I think Dire need a lot, and what they need to be primarily is not 7k down. Yam's just gonna die here. Yeah, you can't poke at this tower to defend. Like you just get gone on that. Their vision around the tower, their routes through is just so much better than yours. G is in on the side onto Mel, gets a free kill onto the thingy. James BKB was used, and that's the RP down as well. You get the big hold back on for the jewel. What? Oh, the big. Whose BKB was that? Was that G's BKB? Okay, must have missed that. Big Ice Blast comes through from downtown with the Melody buyback. So yeah.
4 for 2 plus Aegis.
Plus Aegis plus the buyback on Melody as well. But yeah, it's still favoring the Dire, and the momentum is definitely still in that way.
It's dangerous this on puck because I want to be getting these Witchblade hits off on those jumps, but if I'm even a second, even a millisecond slow, I'm going to get blooming astraled for it and die.
Seeing James TP to this top wave now.
And they're just going to keep taking space away. Good play.
Dire looking for something now. Still don't have this tower. Ag's now finished on the puck, so they're going to want to go with this timing. Find the BKBs. Regardless of the BKBs, they want to find something, I think. Come back to meet the courier. Does anyone have a smoke?
No. Are we going to have to end up making like Samson analogies about 4coomers?
Wait, what?
I mean mythological Samson, not cat Samson. Did someone on the team cut their hair?
I mean, it helped Yotaro. Didn't help Jan.
Didn't help Samson.
Didn't help Samson for sure. Tom's going to face check this
I said
hill.
mythologically, I should say biblically, shouldn't I?
Biblically. Going to walk up the hill instead.
That X, if anything, a little bit far back. I suppose you can retreat to it, though.
Nelson's coming into it. He's going to get the stun off. G is wrecking the backlines now. James has jumped back to it. Nelson is dead. Kitty is getting a lot of damage out onto them. Was that enraged on the... I think that was enraged on the sanities. This is really nice here, actually. I think James is killing... Oh, gee. Oh, my God.
That shard doing a lot of work.
Good. It just does so much damage. You can have a break on PA, sure, but like it doesn't need to do this much damage. That's looking for Kitty in the trees.
He's feeling
Those are there. There's the phase shift attacks. I think he's dead here on Matt. Oh, no, that's not the good concept of it. I think if Kitty was able to get more vision, I think that's a great fight
for Dio. Isn't
yeah.
It? Yeah, I jinxed it. There we are. I started being like, oh, we're going to make some Samson it's about 4coomers, and they immediately turn it around. Nice work.
I wouldn't call it a comeback, but yeah, the fight quite sloppy, I think, with the high ground advantage from Radiant there.
Nelson stepping just that bit too far forwards.
Yeah, it was the second time as well. Into the egg was the hard bit. I think he was okay at the start, and then trying to use these spells. Seeing this Fan Knife doing a huge amount of work for James though. Yeah, it just does like 16% max health like damage AoE is just like why? Why does it do this?
Good, isn't it? Yeah.
Albert finished now for the Phoenix, so PA if she's showing without BKB should be a little less good. So good against OD as well. Arguably better against OD because of the ranged hero.
Again, queuing up Lincolns. Just get a BKB.
Nah.
Please. Really good.
Just don't want to be diffusal bladed, you know? Kitty's just being such a constant pain in the ass for these wards.
You don't want to be silent or slowed or anything like that.
No, just duel, you idiot. Smoke here from Dire. I don't believe that was seen. Radiant do scout out this DD top, so unless they catch James right here, right now, Long Soul Brother.
Nelson's taking the DD.
Did they see that? I don't think they saw it because it's... Oh, they're going onto it Ruby instead.
They're opting for Ruby, and Ruby's dead here.
There's the duel. Can't astral this one.
Is that a halberd from someone? Someone's got a halberd? Or...
Yes, Tom has a halberd on the Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, that makes sense. That's a good item.
It's a very good item on Phoenix in general, but I think it's really good in this game too. Against OD and against the PA, both really want to do some clicking. Halberd are really good at not letting you do clicking. These are all technical terms.
Yes, I've heard of them.
Are they finally going to be able to get mid tower? Like, is it?
Yeah,
is it time?
It's what you said before. Like they've literally read the game saying, "Gone. We finally get rid of this bloody thing that stops."
There's the glyph as well. They need to commit. They can't give a shit about anything that happens here. Like, they just need to find this now. Because it's just so much. I think they're just going to.
I'm starting to give a shit now. Yeah, I'm starting to give a shit.
It's so bad for them.
I think it's another smoke. Can you smoke and re-go?
I think it's correct for them. Like Ruby's still dead for 30 seconds. They need to find something better.
They have to smoke and re-go, but they don't have one.
That's going down. It's got a dig on one now as well. Yeah, the fact that they can kill Ruby and still not get this thing because like Veno and Mag show up, and the Ice Blast comes through as well.
Just feels bad.
Yeah, might just starting to take damage now from the shard of the Ancient Apparition. James finished with the Basher now, going into Satanic Aghanim Scepter. Good dispel game, I think, in general, for the Fire Spirits, just in case.
Oh gosh, yeah. James has got so much.
There's the smoke from Radiant now. I wonder where they're going with this. Regen Rune found in the
top
river.
Bring it out though. I have seen it. Dire gonna.
They have this water.
Oh, Yam. Reading it, Nelson. So they know about this. This is
scary now. Like,
it's going so fast though. Holy shit.
They get a good read on how fast it's going. Matt goes round the side, gets the big. Here's not a big egg on the side. This is going to be massive here. The RP goes off. It doesn't hit the puck. Here's the egg onto 4 heroes. Just kills them all. PA is going to die immediately with the Aegis. Nelson's going to force himself out of the pit here now. G's looking for the Aegis in response. Looks like Biggle's going to find everything else. Biggle's going to find a jewel. He's not going to be able to. Matt is going to maybe go wide. He's not getting good enough results on this, I think. Biggle's trying to find on the fight. James goes down to G's. MKB, you are correct. Over on the side of the fight, Ruby's going to go down just to the Matt. And that is... I mean... In the chat, there is written about 5 minutes ago, Matthew Corey, one custard man, said good egg equals good fight, and that was good egg equals good fight. Holy Christ. I actually was in a full slump and got out of my chair to
And it's like, but you cannot roach when you know the enemy has a great pit fight and they know you're in there and they're nearby.
I mean, they do also have a great pit fight, and the fight was ripped apart by this egg and the whiffed RP.
But they're the ones in the pit. It's great having a great pit fight, but if you know what I mean, the pit is to some degree a choke point, right?
Yes, for
if
sure.
If you're the team in there, or even just with your valuable heroes in there.
Tom was able to actually get that egg playing with the Roche walls as well, which is so difficult to perceive everything properly through. And they get not 1 but 2 mid towers on the Dire and the top tower as well. This is now dead even in gold lead. 3.5k net worth was gained in that fight. 1337 lost from Radiant. So extremely big turn, and now we're dead even again. And the MKB is starting to show up on G. He's gonna have the blink coming out now as well. Exactly what you wanted. They've got this pressure on the map. They've got a top tower, a mid tower, another mid tower, and a DD rune spawning bot.
You know what they say about mid towers? They're like buses.
You wait ages for one, and then 2 fall over at once.
Yeah.
That calls for cracking open a cold on with the lads. You're the lads.
Pog.
I guess Custer can come too.
Who's he being a lad?
And I've got some Lidl's finest, not very Mauams.
Biggles is getting an AC, which I like, but I'd like him to get Halberd more.
I think they have one Halberd. I do think the AC is incredible. Biggles took
the
okay.
Is Ruby memeing me at this point with queuing up Lincolns then buying BKB? Because it feels a lot like Ruby's memeing me by queuing up Lincolns and buying BKB.
You can be a lad if you want, Em. We can find a better noun if you prefer as well.
I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there, that if the rest of us get to be lads, you certainly qualify. If you want. Not saying you have to.
Lots of towers going down for...
Wait, Puck's level 26.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a take on 5.
What we're seeing the most with these rubber banding fights is that...
How am I now feeling like it's very hard for Dire to lose? Do I just have extreme short-term memory? Whoever will win the last fight, I think is going to win the game.
These last fights are really good as well, though, because the XP is what really flicks back and forth. You want a beard like Gandalf?
Smoke, and no one's gonna catch.
Yep. Wave's going kind of wide. Dire moving back around with theirs, a quarter left on it though. I think if they can find the back of this fight with Matt, it's gonna be really nice. They have better wards. They break it.
Has told them where they are. Ruby gets caught in a kind of dangerous place to be, but doesn't BKB early, and I like that.
Tom's gonna have to egg here. There it is. Egg's going off now, and now it's hard. On the back of the fight, look where James is. Gonna have to try and break this coil. He's stunned up. He might just kill Tom, though. Yeah, huge ODL to the side. G is gonna get so much damage out onto Ruby, but the Ruby's not gonna die. James does go down on the fight, though. Biggles is coming over, gets the big purge onto the spells. And it's 2 for 2. Oh, Matt gets a kill onto Kitty as well.
I think. Because Nelson brought back.
Oh, Nelson brought back as well. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, now the lead is just growing and growing. We're seeing these egg coil combos. They've really tuned it in now.
But Gaben still thinks Radiant are solid favourites.
I don't think it's solid favourites.
Slight favourites now, sorry.
I think Gaben's always liked PA quite a lot. Oh, Nelson, Fisherman.
You don't get to do that because of the shard.
It's changed now, right? It's not a stun anymore. It's just the knockback, knock up. Oh, Matt's onto the high ground. He's getting his career in as well. It's going to get Tom, though. Is there going to be a dive out? There is going to be a dive out. Is there going to be another Dagon? There isn't quite yet either. There's the duel on the high ground. Tom's getting the Sunray in as well. Finger? No finger damage. Finger coming now. Finger. Please! Bliet!
The banish.
Oh my god. Okay, Matt's
gone.
Matt's showing up now. He's come to give us a game 3, I think. Now the gold lead creeping up and up and up.
Have you seen Matt's KDA? It's okay.
It's alright.
I said it was a good puck game, but...
Absolutely free puck game, I think is what you said. Wouldn't want to play any other hero.
I don't think I ever described any.
Completely free, true. Even Lakanos could play the puck game here. That's what you said. Word for word.
Okay. Well, I can't argue with those kind of quotes.
Just look at the VOD, it's really easy now. YouTube.com / whatever the fuck.
Watch V equals then more nonsense.
Yeah, so James is starting to really kind of fall over in these fights. This Titanic is going to be big for him. It's about 700 gold away.
And he's got the Ascetics cap as well, and that's a great choice of item.
Is puck ever free into PA? Not if you're Goon, but... The Basher is...
I feel like puck is free into PA, yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't really describe things as V, but I would certainly be very happy playing poker. I kind of hate that James is using the Ninja Gear on PA here.
He's already got a burst smoke.
And honestly, like, anything that makes it easier for your mag to get in and get a good spell is probably... Like, minor rant of mine is that I hate seeing people look at Ninja Gear and go, it's got Agi on it, it must be for my Agi hero.
It's got movement speed on it as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, PA.
It's a great item for initiators and counter-initiators.
Matt's coming up to this wave and he's taking some liberties, I think, because the rest of Dire are all like kind of scrunched up back. Like, I hate them all showing on this wave though. Like, only G needs to hit these creeps. You guys need to just chill. Like, you're just indicating to them that exactly where your positions are. It's just bad. Don't give away free information.
She's using the Witchbane, which is a little unusual, but I presume it's good because of the OD.
It wants the Ghost Scepters, I think.
Like max mana.
Yep.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's a mini nullifier, isn't it?
Veno's got the Wind Waker as well, so can break this coil for themselves. And do a bit of saving as well. You can't move when you're saving someone, but otherwise it's pretty good. Matt's got an uncombined Eon disc as well right now.
See if he remembers to combine it.
Eon? I don't even know what I say, let alone what's correct. Satanic finished on PA. Okay, this is the fight now. Like, you need to catch something with this. Ruby's gonna hit 25 or so as well.
Like, Eon disc is one of those items where now you said that I can't remember how I normally say it.
Yeah. I think the problem I have is that the time period is an Eon, but like the Final Fantasy thing is an Aeon. This is the problem. But it's spelled like the latter.
Dota is like the original Dota was a version of a Warcraft map called Aeos of Strife, right?
I do not know. I'm not a boomer.
Something like that.
Look at where Dire are positioning. They're using this smoke to get into the high ground.
Like
They're finding something.
The just jumped up.
They catch.
Coils the PA. You can't walk out with that.
Are they going to be able to combine in time? There's a duel plus an egg on the back lines. They're going to get the kill onto Melody. And James is going to die. They RP, bring back, and now Nelson is in some danger now too. He gets bashed up by the G. Oh, the Horn Toss weirdly interacting there. Ruby's off in the trees. I don't think they quite see her.
Ruby hasn't got a single banish off.
Matt is in Narnia. No. These fights are starting to look more and more controlled.
Because the White Witch has been dead 20 years looking at this game.
Loose metaphor. Roche is up though. With an Aghanim Scepter on it. Please check the Roshan pit. Like, there you go. Good play. Matt sees the Roshan. He's going to ping out to his Ursa. Who do you like for the Aghanim Scepter here? Other than, of course, Legion Commander, because that's a great item. I like it for the Ursa, I think.
To get out of RP, I think, yeah.
Tom's up a hill. Doesn't have an egg, though. Being very aggressive.
Probably not horrible for Phoenix, but I think it's got to be Ursa, right? Just like...
Tom's got Shivas now as well. Well, not as well, but like Tom's got Shivas.
Yeah, Ursa takes it. Yeah, and now this looks pretty smooth sailing for Dire.
Why would you say it?
Because I'm trying to undo the jinx I did earlier.
Yeah, but I think we want a game 3, right? We don't want the unceremonious end of Kumas to, in their last 2 series, lose 3 games, do we? Like,
Possibly comment, because whichever team wins this is the better one, and the team I therefore don't want to play.
Who do you want to play? Flame someone right now, right here on stream.
Whichever team loses.
You wanted to play against them in retrospect. Oh, Matt's going forward onto Melody, but Dagon 5, not quite
Thankfully,
enough.
the Eon disc was still on cooldown.
So was the Aeon disc. God, that's really annoying me now.
Mel,
I honestly just can't remember how I pronounce it.
could you play a little bit further back on this AA hero?
Nah. Oh, Ruby's caught, actually. I don't know if this is actually good, though. Not a lot of damage coming through. They bounced them back. There's the coil, though.
Oh! Coil on duel.
Yeah. Not sure what Ruby was expecting there. I mean, yeah, the TP was a death knell, I think. That's the problem. I think the Dire should connect back with their heroes in mid and try and find something. Tom does have an egg if he's really pressed. G is going forward, trying to find something. Gets blinked. Tom looking for it. Is he just going to die in the bash? There's the egg.
No, he's going to get it off.
G is going to bash out the PA, though. Egg's going to go down, but I think the PA is as well, and that's exactly the trade you want. G forward, has the Aghanim Scepter now, so his enrages are real short, or like really short cooldown.
Getting bullied a bit by the supports, though.
Absolutely.
But if trading your 5 for the enemy 1 is a trade that
G has no lifesteal.
everyone but Insania would take.
I mean, I think Insania would take it a lot as well. I want to see this AoE press the attack on Biggles soon, though. I think that's going to be really useful. DD top again. I think Radiant see this, but Dire don't.
Anyway, it's Puppy who wouldn't take it, because he'd be like, what do you mean trade?
We're seeing James has no buyback, by the way. He's short on gold by about 100.
Oh.
Oh, G is up the hill. Here's the coil onto 3. The break onto Nelson as well. Just going to die in that time. Melody's going to die in that time as well. There's buybacks on the Ancient Apparition. G needs to get it out, or maybe get a heal at least. There's the Ice Blast coming through. G might lose the Aegis to this, but I think there's any follow-up damage to do so.
G doesn't have his shard.
He doesn't, no. That's weird.
G should get his shard.
G should get his shard. G is in. Fuck this game. Biggles with a nice duel onto the AA as well. Gonna die there for sure. Dagon comes out. Aegis goes down. Aegis? Aegis goes down. Ruby's in. Silenced up. Here's the whatchamacallit? RP coming. Gets
the
G.
RP!
G needs a heal. There's the AoE press the attack. As we wanted.
Oh, good banish from Ruby there, saves from the Puck.
Well, Puck is in danger. Puck gets the TP up. Oh, what's happening? Where's Matt? I can't even follow him myself. He's dead though.
Dead now. Yeah.
Went a bit too far.
You normally get like 2 or 3 of those dances. Yeah.
Biggles needs to cast his spell. Biggles, cast your spell. Thank you. Poison Nova is such a good spell though.
Right, so Radiant committed some buybacks, lost the lane of Axe. They're going to have to try and get something from this. Biggles is channeling...
Not quite the full lane, but most of it.
Outpost?
What a madman. He gets bashed by the dagger.
Why am I hearing someone else channeling the Outpost now?
If you just do that, it's weird.
Any detections?
Not going to get away with it. I thought he was about to get the knife there to those creeps, but not quite. So Dire hemorrhaging a little bit. They are like they are firmly in the driver's seat, as you said, but they are doing that thing where they're kind of rubber banding mentally in how strong they feel. So they need to kind of rein it in a bit and make sure they don't accidentally lose to PA. PA is 25 now, has a lot of items.
3169 here. Nice, 3169.
Yeah, Matt actually didn't. He probably assembled this in base, but he's going for an overwhelming blink. So really valuing the spells, words.
Yeah, that's actually surprising to me, I think, because Arcane Blink on Puck just feels ridiculous. Like, you get coil twice in a... I guess he's got the spell prism.
Because he's got spell prism, he doesn't want to double up on that, probably. I think the overwhelming blink is strong, because of the slow. That's what he wants for you.
This is no other neutral as, screaming to me, this is fine to use instead. Like ceremonial robes, sure, not exciting though.
Kitty's level 24, so gonna have this like big AoE or big plague ward damage soon. I don't know what gets taken. Matt's going to split push his way to victory.
Poison over AoE
he's gonna hit 30 as well, and he's gonna have the Dreamcore rapid fire, along with some of these like more strong as well. He's gonna have to head back to defend this base though.
Or the E-Blade queued up now. Yeah, I like it. At a certain point, you ditch probably the Witchblade.
This is the bit of PA gaming that I hate, is that her like dagger is just such a random, like, I see you, I may kill you, I may not, I don't even know yet. I think that's just a bit of the hero that I really dislike. Like, I don't mind it being this, not even glass cannon, because it feels with the satanic that everyone's capable of doing. Oh, Yam's gonna die.
He on disc.
The Undisk is very good. Gets the 4 stuff away as well. Matt goes into the back line, pops the Undisk on the other side. There's a Ice Blast coming to the base.
I think the Ice Blast is disrupted by
Look at all these wards, man. You just can't do anything.
They need to find a way to get them deeper though. Those wards aren't actually stopping that much right now.
Yeah, Biggles is here. There, we press the attack as well, available to them. Bot wave is being pushed in by these catapults for Dire as well, so they need to be cognizant of that on Radiant.
You don't lose anything really. You lose a bit of tower health, but
oh, there's a smoke on Radiant. Where are they going to go? They're 25 nearly. Oh, I'm missing all these pot plays. Yeah.
James got the Ags and the Abyssal queued up. Yeah, those seem good. Ags probably very good here on PA.
Matt's calling for this wraparound play with the smoke, so they're going. But they're going to leave these...
Yeah, seems fair. I think they might just end up getting a hero from this.
I'm not sure they connect in time. Smoke's already half gone.
Fair question.
Radiant are going quite away. Going into the Roche pit. Smoking themselves, so Radiant are going to have the smoke advantage here. Because their smoke is just going to last long. They've just gone to,
this is the classic thing, right? Radiant are like on the left side.
But now what Dire can do is get back to base, but like they also have this wave bot to push in, so they have to consider that too. She bought his shard yet? She still hasn't bought it. And now Dire are hitting that tier 3. They've broken on, coiled onto the PA. She is now saved. Oh, you can. Yeah, of course you can do that. Yeah.
Shard, yeah. I think we both.
Oh, G's into the fight. There's the he catches Tom mid dive. He's gonna get the egg off though, I think. But they're gonna be able to hit it here.
Who did they duel?
I don't know who they dueled.
Nelson, I guess. No, it wasn't.
Save is onto Biggles as well. Oh, there's a big dive through. Oh, the Sanity's Eclipse was so strong there. G is brought back. Yam's gonna have to find something here. Needs to Earth Spike. Cast your spells. Being banished forever on Matt as well.
Wow.
They're gonna recover their gem as well.
They're not.
Like, I assume there's a courier coming out at some point. Like, if you die with gem, your only job is to try and get it back. I feel like.
Is James going for it? I think James. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pinging it out. So.
That's definitely a fight win for Radiant. Right?
I don't
like the buyback on the Ursa.
I mean, if they use that well, it's fine. But just in terms of how the fight really went, they did gain all of the money because of how that buyback works. They did use a lot though. I just feel like
Sanity did a huge amount there. I almost feel like maybe Ruby should sack off this Hex and get a refresher.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know what they're valuing in the fight more.
Yeah,
I think the game is certainly still all to play for. Roshan not available for another 20 seconds. Matt now 30 with the E-Blade.
We'll see what Matt chooses to do now. So he's going to get that blink, okay. Like after that, is he going to get well, presumably he's going to get something to upgrade his Kaya, be it a Sange, be it a Bloodstone, whatever. And then he's already consumed everything. Like, I think you have to start thinking about then, like if you get to pull like another 10,000 gold, let's get a Daedalus and a Rapier.
Is it a Rapier game with the Amplifier? I assume that's the big thing.
Yeah, you need a crit as well. Really,
I see the Roshan, so they're going to get G with this Agate, with this Aegis, which is very big for the buyback timer that he's just used. Might be able to get something into the pit now though.
I presume they just do this way too quick to contest. Yeah.
There's an Aghanims as well, so I guess this is for Phoenix, I would say, but depends if the Phoenix save can be game ruining as well.
Well, I'd like to see Tom just not use it for the save. I think.
Yeah,
but like, put it on.
it's
They're
like
gonna use it on Legion instead.
I don't think that's wise. Maybe it's okay with just controlling the Legion, but I just think the damage reduction is just so bad. They've given it away, right?
Nope, they've used it on Legion.
Was it
No,
on
no, they
Legion?
did give it away. Wait, what?
Did he sell
I
it?
swear I swear I saw him eat it. What?
I thought I saw him eat it as well. Is that just a visual bug for us?
Did Lion eat it? Maybe Lion ate it. Because Lion's got one consume now.
Yeah,
Must have
Lion
been given
has
to
the
Lion.
blessing, yeah.
Okay, fine.
There's the overwhelming blink as well. I think so with the Axon Phoenix as well. It does have the save element to it attached, but it is like Phoenix. It is like Weaver, where it changes how you cast Egg on yourself, and you can just mentally shit the bed because of how you have to use it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to hold alt, don't you? I think pretty much when playing Phoenix for the rest of the game.
Yeah. And then if you like accidentally put your Ursa in it and the egg dies, then you just kind of throw the entire game. It's just such a powerful
So talent-wise, then,
maybe getting caught, but not quite.
We got the coup de grace chance on the
coup
PA.
de grace. Coup de glace cherry.
Mag's about to hit 25, presumably. Oh, I don't know. That's a tough choice.
I assume Mag just makes the. I assume he just gives the PA more damage. Like.
Yeah, I thought the RP's done, but yeah, don't know. OD took the Arcane Orb damage, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And Venno took the Plague Ward HP damage, which is. I mean, it's a choice, isn't it? I think there's arguments for both.
Are you surprised that we're not seeing like James move to a rapier yet? Do you think? Like, is it time?
I think if they hadn't won that last fight, he'd be feeling bad.
Yeah, I'm sure probably be an XP range to try and
get
this
now,
AoE hex.
Probably isn't feeling that so much because of how the last fight went.
Fisherman Nelson doesn't get anything this time. Matt's got this bot tower, by the way, with the phase shift attacks, just poking at the PA.
Yeah. There's a chance Matt just get randomly bashed here and loses 3 quarters of his health, though.
It's always possible. He's being so cheeky. It's scary to watch.
But the speed at which the PA heals up, without even having to pop the satanic. But yeah, how are they going to catch him doing this?
Well, it depends, because he's only really going to get the range racks, right? He's going to not be able to get anything better.
Maybe Nelson should do what you said about Zion, just like decide.
Tom's looking for the egg. He goes for on the low ground. It's going to be good.
Walk out the coil under the.
Yeah, they can't really catch much more here. Yam goes wide with that particular spell. The sanity is on.
God,
the AoE press the attack. The RP is cancelled by Nelson or by G's bash or something. There's another egg. There's the refresher shard. It's getting big now. It's going to kill Kitty. The RP goes out onto Matt. He is caught in that RP. He's going to be fine because of the press the attack, I think. PA is going to die back here. No, not die back, but taking a lot of damage here. G still has the Aegis for another 2 minutes. Tom is running out of orbs, though. Yam again, ground targets a stun, is going to get pulled all the way back and die. Matt is in, though. This is terrifying. 4 buybacks committed by Radiant.
You've got to face out, I guess, right?
Ruby's going to find Tom here, it looks like. I don't think there's any way that Tom really gets out.
Oh, they got the Aegis, but Ruby's so low now.
Oh my god, G is in. He's going to get the dieback on James. It looks like the Jewel. Yep, it kills. That's a dieback.
Ruby's dead.
Looks like as well. They're going to just break the coil, but I think has to blink out of this.
Gotta blink this.
Does blink it. Nicely done indeed. G is trying to get forward. It slows down Nelson though, and this dieback on Ruby as well.
Last game.
Nelson also going to die. There's 3 core diebacks. These supports are going to have to do something. I don't think it's doable.
We're getting a game 3.
I think for this playoffs, the resilience is the name of the game, is it not? Like that game 1 was all about coming back from the mid lane. This game 2 is all about coming back from the game in vague gestures. And this game 3 is going to be an utter outdraft and stomp in 10 minutes, and that's just the kind of shit that we get here in IDL.
Like being ahead is bad. Don't be ahead at 20 minutes, guys.
They're not pushing very fast here.
Every playoff game so far, the team ahead at like 20 minutes is lost.
Are they gonna throne here? Like, do they feel like they have the time? Like, they must, right? Surely.
Yeah, 20 minutes, yeah.
Like, they're playing so slowly on Dire.
Have you looked at the win probability graph thing, by the way? I'm just
Recently.
confused by its understanding of time.
Shit happens. Oh, break the coil. He's not going to jewel uphill, is he? G is going to clean up the megas. I feel like this is just like, you know about all these buybacks. Why don't you just...
Yeah, just end the game, guys.
I mean, you don't want to throw, but I feel like not throning is throwing at this point.
They've got time for both, right? Surely.
I don't know. I don't think they do at all. I think PA is going to come back. They're just pussing around. They're just like, the supports are just able to push these waves because they've just like to go for megas.
What on earth is going on?
I mean, I am a very, 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 very overzealous throne caller, and this I think is just a mistake.
Like some kind of mental damage for game 3 strategy going on? That's my most charitable read of it.
I don't think any read of it should be charitable.
Like, we think we've won this, so...
Oh, 60-minute items. Maybe that's what they want to go with. Choke them in the base and win a fight with 60-minute items, but why not?
But just have ended.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, that's great and all, but having ended would be better at winning. I don't know. We'll just ask them afterwards.
I'm guessing they just didn't feel comfortable with the regen they had going into the AA event. Yeah, I mean, it is a good deep push duo for sure. But now Radiant are going to smoke out into their own jungle and try and find some of these items. Book of the Dead found for James. They've got a Seer Stone and a Mirror Shield for Matt now. That is big game. Matt's also got the Ex Machina as well, which you're a big fan of.
Oh, and an Arcanist armor. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, they've had a ridiculously good set of neutrals on.
He doesn't have the gold for Rapier, no.
No one is using the Ex Machina, and...
Matt was up until recently. I think he traded it for Mirror Shield.
Putting on Legion.
They also stole a Vambrace at some point, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that yourself.
I didn't know. Why on earth would you not want the Ex Machina on this poke? You get a free E on disc.
I think as soon as you're not refreshing BKB with it, maybe he just doesn't like it, but...
Like, just refresh E on disc, refresh Dagon, refresh E-Blade.
Do you refresh E on disc?
Blink. Yep.
Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah. So now Yam has what I assume is the AoE Hex? Yeah. But they need to find a clean fight again.
Yeah, he's got the right item queued up.
No, she doesn't.
What, Rapier? PA does.
What? That's Nullifier.
Oh god. What? You're right.
I know my way around a Nullifier, friend. It's my favorite item, what I like to play with. I've changed.
You have.
I don't know. Like, this is so, like, my butthole firmly clenched at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just curious. Matt's got the jump. There we are.
The in. It's got the rapid fire as well. Is there gonna be an egg? There it is, right at the back. I like this one. There's the...
Yeah, there we go.
Book of the Dead. There's the RP though.
The RP, but yeah, like Ursa has the counter built in for it
okay.
now.
Alright, now I think there's no choice but to go Throne. Is you gonna die? Oh, nope. It's so close. It's so close, I think, actually. He's TPing for it. It's 9 health. 9 was the number.
Didn't he only have the ult running on him? The ult can't kill you.
Yeah, not.
No.
That is going
can't kill you.
So close to just... Oh my god. Maybe it is mental warfare, you know? Maybe it is.
Oh, Matt got hit by that.
Oh, he got hit by it. But I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What a comeback.
So who's up for game 3?
I'm not. I feel like I want to go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
21-2 and 26. Good score. Free puck game. Lacanos 2021.
I didn't say free.
Is it Lacanos? Is it Lacanos?
I don't fucking know, man.
What's your pronunciation? That's a weird pronunciation of it, for sure.
Mason.
Mason. Mason is how you pronounce Lacanos.
Mason, yeah.
Masao. his nose. Diabetes incoming. Eat the pant. Ketty power. Lacanos. Oh boy.
Which season is this? 23? 24?
24.
24.
So I'm assuming what we'll see is Kuma's Radiant and Gamer's first pick again, or second pick. No. Hype in the chat. Pog. I am the biggest puck simp, Nathan. You've been
I mean,
quoted.
I'm not even going to argue. I mean, Dan might want that title himself, but he'd have to play a season of IDL to get that, so
He did
I'm
one
safe.
recently-ish. Asterisk.
Just setting up a doodle for the grand final.
I think
the last possible day the grand final can be played on is Christmas Day.
Oh, that's festive.
Anyone up for Christmas Day IDL game?
I'll cast it. It'll stop me arguing with my family about politics. Do we have one more game? We do. We do. And then a whole nother series.
Not tonight, though.
Not tonight. Never tonight.
Making my team start fill out a grand final doodle. Gotta do my bit.
No rest for the wicked.
Aiden's misspelled controversial, by the way, Aiden.
Controversial. Also fewer controversial.
Wrecked.
Needs to return. Ruby.
Maybe the real Tom Bombadil is the friends we made along the way.
I don't have any ice cream left for this game. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quickly. I'll leave you with the chat.
Yeah, you're left in my capable hands. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be capable of. But any suggestions what I might be capable of? Losing an IDL Grand Final? Pog? Hmm. I need to get into WhatsApp Web and send Mike the doodle for the Grand Final. For Mike does not use Discord. Check if I've got Robbie and Ollie in there as well, actually. Probably do somewhere. Okay. Ah, Robbie's already done it, I don't... Oh. Rob has actually already done it because he's PogChamp. You too can be PogChamp if you fill it out.
Doing a new and improved everything.
Wait, are we adding in a third caster?
Gonna add in a third caster.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Hello.
It's that
Oh
one.
gosh. Careful, Aiden. At this point, we might give away too many of our strategies, and we have strategies.
Literally ones of strategies.
You've increased our number of strategies by infinity amount.
Infinity %, surely.
Fewer. It's fine, we've got a new caster. He can provide words that make sense.
Can he fuck? Can he?
Your synthesizer Bisma thing got high quality. I mean, yep.
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 Oh, I fucking left the water downstairs.
What I'm already seeing from our IDL Grand Final doodle that only our team started filling out so far is that the Grand Final will need to happen this week. I mean, ironically, I could do it like... Alright, it's very annoying. I'm off to a wedding
Just get
on
10
Friday and
subs.
shopping for Chloe's parents on Thursday. So, oh, right, we've got choices. So, oh, this is different. GGE are taking second pick, which they have maybe never done before. But they know Kumas prefer it, and Kumas picked Radiant because Kumas had the choice.
Mm-hmm.
And Kumas have been picking Radiant because they know that GG will take first pick anyway. So
Or would
GG
they?
have outthought them and taken second.
Yes.
Although it's worth noting that the team that has had Dyer has won both games.
True.
There was no other consistency. I thought being like first pick, nope. Second pick, nope. Radiant, nope. Oh, it's Dyer. So basically, GGE have won, right? They're Dyer. Now all they have to do is be behind at 20 minutes, and we'll know for sure they're going to win. Right, good luck, everyone. Well, I mean, they can't hear us.
Good luck. We believe in
You're
you
the worst
to an extent.
Toxic caster. Okay. There are some offlane options, not tons of them. Plenty of mid lane options. Some carry options, not tons.
I think there's quite a lot of good carry options.
4?
Yeah, it's kind of polarizing matchups a bit, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. There's almost like a rock paper scissors going on in there. Like Drow, in theory, loses to Spectre, who in theory loses to TB, who should have a somewhat miserable time against Drow. Then you got
I
AM
think
and
TV Drow's like just a wild matchup. It's just who if Drow procs she wins, otherwise she probably loses. And it depends if
yeah,
someone else can get on Drow. I
who's
think
ahead
also
or on
AM
TV or
probably
yeah.
makes Drow hard work and Naga makes TV hard work, so it's kind of
Maybe we're back to
interesting in that
Spectre.
sense.
Don't know.
Got the Nature's Prophet in there as well. Don't forget to mess everything up.
Yeah, they've done
Oh, yeah.
that before.
There's also Death Prophet that makes some of those super hard to pick from the silence, but also on the
There's
flip
plenty
side
of
dies.
mid options.
There's also Carry Kunka, right, which I think is really good right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, there's the Underlord here as well, who's quite good at shutting, well, helping contribute to shutting down some of these illusion-based heroes as well.
I think Underlord makes all of them really hard to play in lane, to be honest. Maybe not anti-mage, but I don't know how that actually goes.
It's fine for Underlord. You just max E.
I feel like I don't
And,
want to
like,
see Kumas
yeah,
let Underlord go through though, because the Underlord in
No.
game 1 was really, really brutal.
Kuma's banning out Ember is a surprise, because Kuma's, like, Matt loves Ember. He's got his eye on something else. Hold on, is this what, like, is he going to
We're on the
bat or
break
maybe
screen.
Tango? What have they, like, so this is a real thing for Kumas, right? What have they assessed as first pick worthy in the pool? What have you assessed as first? Is there anything that screws with Bat here? Because I could see Bat being first pickable here. Not really. Yeah, okay. I like Bat.
I don't see the DK actually. DK is kind of neat. I think Night Stalker screws with Bat a little bit, but it's just about
Oh,
who
and
gets the jump.
Nick's a bit as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
But still, I like Bat a lot here.
definitely options.
There's not a huge amount that lanes well against Bat either. I think Bat dominates the mid lanes that I'm seeing here.
Aimban's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they want Spectre then.
I think Gianni would want to play Terrorblade. But TB is one of the few heroes that makes Zeus worth playing at the moment. What do you think Biggles will play here? Underlord. Maybe they take the Underlord away for Biggles.
Then Naga.
Banned out Naga, well.
Do they want TB?
Do both teams want TV?
One team gets TB, the other team gets Spectre. Kind of feels like how it has to be.
Yeah, I think I probably prefer Spectre in this ball. I know them TV Spectre direct matchups. Yeah, so they take the Underlord for Biggles.
Yeah, I think I like this. I like this.
I think you kind of have to go TB.
It's
Underlord though.
fantastic.
It's not that there are any like there just aren't great laners to choose against, right? You don't get to go, oh, we just Ursa you or Monkey or whatever the.
I think this is potentially where you just go back to the Nature's Prophet they played in game 1.
Could see it. They've identified the bat.
Bat Nyx might be really good.
Yeah.
If they can pick something like that, yeah, I think. What do we speak about? Like the potential fucking with it is like Night Stalker plus.
It's Night Stalker, and they can't go Night Stalker.
They could run
mid. I think it's bad.
I think it's bad, but
yeah. I mean, they could always pick it, right? But like what we're saying, they couldn't. It's hard to pick and it be good. But they go for Jakira instead.
Fine. Well, I mean, Mel had a terrific Jakira game in game 1, right?
Like, yeah, for sure.
Actually terrific. So I think You know, I would be feeling the nerves here. So
Just don't get ice path forehead.
Fluffy's asking, will Matt go mid Spirit here? And I think yes. That's already what I'm expecting, to be honest. The only time he doesn't is if the other team pulls out the Terrorblade themselves, at which point then you probably do Pango or Zeus.
But this is a Nelson bat, right?
Probably, but not definitely.
So if you Earth Spirit, can they Death Profit, or does that not like actually work?
It's okay. I imagine Earth Spirit still does all right.
The silence in the E seem annoying, just like
I
is my
think
idea, but
if
I
you
don't. I
Death
have
Profit,
like no
you
idea.
have. If you Death Profit, you probably have to take TB at the same time, though, because I think playing DP against TB sounds really hard. You know, for once, I actually feel like I have a decent grasp of a pool, so there's probably a hero I just haven't even
There's
spotted here.
Love this next pick. Love this TB pick.
I think they're gonna get Furion.
I want GG to go something like Pango Furion as their other two cores.
Not.
I like Pango against TB.
I don't think you pick Pango now though.
I think if you don't take Pango here, Matt's going to play it.
Then you pick I mean,
Not sure he.
I got banned, I guess.
Not sure he wants to play it into the bat though, right? Surely.
Matt will happily play Pango in a bad lane.
Yeah, but they want to win, I assume.
I think it's fine. Yeah, hello, Nora.
They do go the Pango.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, the other thing is you could mid the bat and play the Pango 3.
Could be Pango 5, right? Or 4. I think Kitty plays Pango support.
Maybe. I just think you want to have the Pango in here somewhere. I like it. I think it's really great disruption against TB Underlord. Because, you know, TB Underlord, it's not a particularly fast-moving fight, if you know what I mean. But, my God, you don't want to end up where that part of the fight is without breaking it up. And they do go back for the Nature's Prophet that we discussed. Okay.
See, my issue with, like, if this Pango's a core and this Furion's a core is you didn't need to pick one of them now. And probably the Furion. Because, like...
You probably have the option, right, still, of changing something.
I think
you
your
could drop
Pango
any.
has to be support.
You could drop any of them to support. You could even drop Bat to support, right? Without being too upset here.
If you play it, I guess. It doesn't look like the best back game because they got Nyx.
You'll have a great time in lane. But yeah, otherwise, I don't. Just depends how far ahead you get after the lane. Like, if I had this, I'd quite happily play mid bat and I'd be very happy.
That's the
Yeah, Spirit. Yeah. Maybe with the Pango you can DP.
Can you can't Zeus, right? Because Spirit just kills you every fight.
Yeah, Spirit Nyx sounds a miserable thing to play. I don't know. I think they're tied into this being their Tricore, Bat, Pango, and Nature's Prophet.
How good's Night Stalker for them?
I don't think very good.
Night Stalker? Sorry, I did say Night Stalker, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's very good here. I think I'd rather just get Tree on Marauder.
Kind of like deletes Terrorblade's damage, but
they're doing their having 2-5 things again. It's mid Pango, I presume. Yeah, I want the bat to be mid. This is still a game where if bat does well, you can really roll it. While I actually think Spirit might beat Pango mid.
Oh, Helen's mad already. Outrider has come to play.
Outrider? She didn't react. Wait, no, now she's looking.
It's an interesting looking bat, isn't it?
This is what happens when you get to the admin. You get to pick perverted stuff like Outrider.
So where are we calling it, guys? You've got game 3. Which draft would you prefer to be playing?
The Terrorblade.
Yeah.
The one with less of a clock.
I don't know. I think Kumas have really gone back to comfort in a lot of ways. I think Dire's draft has higher peaks and lower troughs. But like we did see, I mean, the Nelson bat, as people kept telling me he played it, but he was really uncomfortable picking it when we played the season together.
Mm.
I'm not convinced that he wants to play it into the Bat Rider. Sorry, into the Nyx assassin.
Yeah, I think the
fair.
Nyx is going to be key.
I mean, Gaben reckons it's relatively even on draft, and I think I'd agree. I would prefer to play the Radiant one because I always want the one where the scaling plan is easy, to be honest.
I think they might. So the Radiant, like the issues that I see for them is that
Or
I think
melee.
both their side lanes are going to be real hard, because Furion into double melee could be really bad if Furion gets off to a remotely good start.
Fury and Jakiro, probably.
Yeah, and I think this Bat Rider's also should be okay as long as he doesn't die to Metamorphosis. So I think this Espirit's going to have to do a lot. Unfortunately for them, the Espirit is matte, so they might be fine. But we'll discover.
I think it'd be interesting. Ruby's not started with any tangos. I like tangos. Right, Ollie and Miss Hook have filled out the... Okay, all of our players have now filled out the doodle. And there are 2 days where everyone can play on our team. So it's pretty pog.
Never happened. I mean, I think there's a day I said I can't do, but I'll do if we absolutely have to. But like,
Yeah,
I have a big work meeting the following day, so I really don't want to.
Yeah. We'll see how we get on.
We'll find out who you have to play against.
Yeah,
Right now, here, an IDL.
2 for 2 on the runes. No one doing anything adventurous. I really don't know about this mid lane. Like, everything I can see says, surely this is just a bit easier for Pango. But I've played against mid Espirit before and I hated it.
I think like every Espirit lane is sort of good for Espirit because his stats are just so ridiculous.
I mean, he doesn't have the same amount of armor as a hero like, say, an OD, but...
Looks like a pretty good first wave for Matt, though. Perfect CS. Not quite going to get these denies out of time.
Ruby's too far back and is going to end up missing that range creep now.
This one as well.
W.
I got one there.
W does that.
She got level 2, which I think is the main thing.
That's
right?
the key thing, yeah. First few waves doesn't matter too much as long as you get that level 2. Like, Pango can power farm pretty well. And has the bottle as well now. That's the other important thing done. Meanwhile, in the top lane, yeah, Prophet and Jakiro are already starting to bully a bit. And they're level 1 still. I think, like, a few levels and this just gets harder and harder to be the Underlord next lane. I think, like, as you say, double dual melee lane into that just sounds a bit miserable. Like, and I think it's very important that Dire do well out of these lanes.
Yeah, I mean, G is doing sort of okay bottom, but like, he has
He's
already used
already,
Matter, so...
Yes.
I don't know
They
my
have
offlane
just a lot
stat.
of magic damage.
Really, do you take Firefly level 2 in the offlane? Like, in mid, normally I would probably take Flame Break.
I think because you don't have enough levels and you're gonna need to catch up on farm or do stacks or something, right? Then you just have
Yeah,
to
are they
max
going to get stacks and stuff? They need to.
Are we gonna get kicked in tower? No, just trading some hits, but with the shield crash, Ruby's.
That Q
sort of
that Q hits quite hard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
170 damage, yeah. It's really well scaling on Spirit Q. Again, one of those things is I assume normally played as a support and therefore.
Hmm.
Tom has an early tombstone down here, but like it's just the bat's not in the lane, which I think is probably pretty good for TB. Look at this trading happening in Bambot. Another decay soon. It's 2.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Bat's got this bottle flying out, but Bat otherwise doesn't have the mana to play this lane right now. Like, you have to have the threat of the Firefly for it to, you know, for...
Oh, you can jump out of that?
Yeah, so in mid, I saw it on stream, but for anyone's benefit. Oh, this just Ruby's dead?
That's a kill.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what happened there? from outplays from 0 to 0 kind of thing.
Esprit just does more damage than I think she was expecting.
Yeah, Tom's also got a full stick down bottom in the Undying lane. So it looks like it's going pretty good for G so far.
It's going very well for G, isn't it? Yeah,
There's
Tom's
Tombstone
done a great
down.
job on this, so.
They can't fight this, and they're trying to. Oh
They
dear.
have to, no, you can't run from Tombstone. You have to kill it.
I mean, I think they're going to work out who's going to die as well, but it looks like it's just Kitty,
No,
which is
no way
definitely
Nelson
fine.
dies there.
I think if Nelson pressed E, like they sort of could have.
There's no way Nelson dies here.
Okay, fine. Bottle. Thank you. No, you refill your bottle. Refill your bottle.
Wow. That's sad.
I sing the song of my people.
Yeah, I think they could have been okay in that fight there. If Nelson had just like
Use Firefly and
used
Snipe
Firefly
Bomb
and
while
flown around
hitting.
and stuff while they were killing the Tombstone. But
I mean, even then, like they traded to Tombstone for Village. It's not horrible.
it wasn't First Blood, right? So it's sort
No,
of fine.
it's okay.
Tombstone's worth like a lot. How's top lane looking?
It was 125 traded back.
They're starting to get a few levels onto the Underlord, and that's making the lane a bit easier, I guess.
Yeah. But
Although
James
Underlord
will be
is
fine.
all
James
quite-
probably should die here if Nyx just goes.
No, Underlord doesn't have Firestorm.
Tom is just dead, I think, here. The meta's popped, though. Gonna die to the rest of it, but can Nelson get out? Is he okay? Getting some
should be.
trees quite nicely.
Oh, he screwed this up.
I think G is also pretty low, like...
Big stick, big one.
Like, we're just gonna get more
now-
spells and just gonna Frost Blast him, right? Yeah, just dead.
Oh! Okay.
That's a pretty
yeah.
big swing.
Well, magic damage is good against Tailblade.
For sure.
On top lane, they get stun onto Melody, but
Just no damage.
so much reverse damage back. But I mean, equally it's Nyx Underlord, so they maybe they don't care. Mid lane looks to be the problem, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not like Ruby's doing poorly out of it. It's just that Matt's doing exceedingly well, I think.
Matt's walking up top
But
of the Magnetite.
we've had this story a few times, right, with Matt,
I think Ruby must have TP'd away from Magnetize.
where he's doing exceedingly well, but
They're
it's
looking for a
not like
dive on
he's
this on James right now.
Yeah, they're gonna get it as well. James gonna die here. Matt's gonna convert his strength into some side lane kills.
Nice.
Tried
Kick
to
back
dodge
as
her,
well.
but he couldn't get up.
You need something else? Yeah, and with the nice snipe in there as well.
That's a nice one. But this, you know, every time this happens, it does at least
Why
translate
did Mel
into.
TP from?
They were just running over to like jungle earlier. They saw Matt on the way up, I think, but didn't quite get anything useful there. Matt got another
Ooh.
kickback.
Nah, cooldown,
Quite.
I think.
No, it was he had it.
Right. Oh.
Ruby with the regen though, so I'm gonna be pretty happy. To
Ruby has
just
a
go back
full
to top.
wand. Feels a bit unnecessary, and probably like you've delayed your javelin a little bit by, if nothing else, buying that recipe.
Oh, Tom may be able to cancel. Tom doesn't cancel the regen. No, Tom, please. It's gonna get cancelled out by
He
that though.
does.
Tom might just die here. Roll is being
Yeah, I
channeled.
would
Here's
expect
the
so.
Sinister Gaze. Has a stick potential, but yeah, just dead.
Ah,
For a moment, I thought Tom was gonna press Tombstone and do the.
It looked a lot
thing
like
that
he
the
was, didn't
casters
it?
were
Yeah.
talking about yesterday, but hey, I think it was just the decay. But he got stunned out of it anyway.
Yeah, we all know that it's Nathan who steals strats from Nick, not Tom. So
what a Nick.
Yeah,
Can't steal
needs to-
strats if you've never heard of him.
him needs to cast Impale. It's just coming in mid now, but looks like they're gonna
Nah.
get pushed away.
Well, they've just given Nelson a free time bot, I guess. I really want to see Nelson CS increase at a quicker rate than this.
They haven't been gone that long, right? G's only gone to jungle recently. Probably make a way up. They have an ancient stack for him.
Bell might go down top. If there's any spells left to cast, Yang goes
Yang goes
first.
down.
Tom's
Mel
gonna get
goes
something
down
over
now.
there.
Yeah. You need to move your Lich up, I think, unless the plan is to... Oh, the Lich is stacking. Nice.
I think
What's
you
that?
give Fury and bottom, right? And back
Yeah, I want my.
stacks.
I don't know. I might just be, to be honest, in a position where if I'm this bad, I'm like, let me get my traps
Magnetize
first.
used in mids again, refreshed. But haste is getting Ruby out. It looks like Kitty
Yeah.
covering stuff. We're seeing all of the strength items that Earthspirit has built means that he has 1300 health.
I just pop it down the top lane.
See it, yeah. Tombstone popped as well. Too busy memeing.
And
You
Johnny
can't really
fine
TP in here as well because the tombstone will just kind of fuck you up.
Efficient net worths. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
gonna stop
Actually,
Mel doing that, apparently.
the side lanes have gone really well for
You
Radiant.
have to be in vision to spawn stuff.
Is it rank 1? No?
I think you need to roll, Ruby. Maybe not.
Gonna get stunned. You're gonna get
Oh, I
silenced
see.
out
This
of
is
roll.
this is a bait into Nature's Prophet TP play, but Matt's just gonna kite it out.
Oh, he gets his roll interrupted though, and the ult comes in. Tom with the heal though, might go down himself. Are we gonna have enough damage here? They are. Oh, they got kicked out! Oh my god!
Tom dies and stuff.
Yeah, I mean Tom dies, but Matt getting out is. That kick was incredible. Holy shit! I didn't realize that kick and shield crash had such a skill
set of
ceiling to them. Like,
Looks like the shield crash didn't go off until after the kick hit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the point is that like the kick just displaced them enough for the
It's
range to
quicker.
be.
Yeah.
Nelson might go down
Matt's
here.
TPing bottom. So
Is there a
you
magnetize?
get it.
Magnetize up now? Yeah.
Excellent.
Doesn't even need it.
You don't need it.
Oh,
They use meta, though.
what? All of these things are just affecting like Matt in all the weird ways. Ruby's gonna get a big push onto mid though. It looks like. No
Nah.
all available.
never
Matt
mind
does.
for
Matt,
it.
Matt does have the magnetize though. So as he spawns this apparently radiant creep. Oh no, he sees everything. But Ruby's gonna get to bottle this arcane, which is really nice. And Roll's gonna be back up in 10 seconds.
And yeah, Radiant definitely the winners of the laning phase, but as we all know, it's
Kitty
all about
Power
who
might
does
just
it.
die to G-bot.
And Shoop is going to die in the mid lane.
Absolutely. Ruby's got arcane boots.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine. I'm fine with that.
No, I was trying to work out what the icon was. Can't.
Oh!
Does cancel the roll though. Really nice.
You got to go and hold mid tower now.
Yep.
Got to go and hold mid tower.
Is it going to be a
Kieran
tombstone
just
coming in on
needs to go
Tom?
bottom and push.
Yeah, Tom's placed the tombstone. Found the lich.
But joke's on him, I think.
Joke might be on him. Oh, the chain frost is big.
Yeah.
Ruby's trying to kill it. I think they're going to try and get someone here. Yam's coming in, gets the stun. And this is going to be a lot of damage out onto Ruby. Gets 2 shield crashes, but not much. And Matt kills James up top. This was really, really nice for Radiant here. Holy crap. They lose the Underlord and all that, but...
But yeah, 3 kills, including the 1 and 2.
Yeah. Making 2 separate plays as well. Like, what we're seeing here is the classic G farming. And he's 5k net worth, by the way. Don't know if we saw that. And then Matt making all of these plays with such a mobile hero.
Well, Matt and the team. Right, you,
Team?
Well, the others.
It's just
the other
Matt,
guys,
mate. All these guys
the
are
other guys-
idiots.
You guys just produced a double kill mid.
Yeah, for sure.
So
James is
yeah,
still come mid like he wants to fight. And then
I
He's-
think
Like,
they've.
goes against
I think it's
everything, like-
we want the mid tower.
Oh, I've heard this before.
any ability to get it is the difference, right?
Yeah, because of the Underlord hero. Yeah. Although the
Like-
Underlord hero is currently not there.
We're kind of seeing the reverse of last game, right? It's like the Underlord hero, it needs to be in front of this tower. God damn it. There's another tombstone available though. There's a roll happening off to the side. Matt's trying to reposition. Tom probably wants the tombstone somewhere.
Put it down.
Yeah. There's 5 heroes
There's
in
a
mid
Solar
though.
to try and keep it up, but it's gone now.
Oh, there's a
I
roll
think
coming.
they have successfully bullied this mid tower.
Oh, there's a big
Yeah.
roll here coming.
Kind of surprised they have chain
Magnetize up in 7. There's the thing as well. Off to the side.
it's-
Nelson's gonna die. Roll goes out. Matt is taking a lot of damage, but he seems to be fine. Yam goes down as well. So currently 2 supports for the 1 Batrider so far. Magnetize is available now. G's popped the Metamorphosis, trying to go forward onto Melody. Here's a big roll coming through. Matt's not going to quite get the range. Gets the stun onto 2 though. Ice Path, big here, and now Matt's going to die. The Chain Frost comes out. Bounces kind of the wrong way though. Kitty Cow goes down on the side.
And now it's the 1 support and the 1 Batrider for the 2 supports and the 2.
Yep. I think a lot of this could have been avoided there if Biggles was able to just firestorm the early pressure and then Like kind of the early pressure was soaked by Tom's tombstone. That's not exactly the fight direction you want to take
only
thing.
the mid tower's gone as
Yeah.
well, isn't it? Yeah. And James has gone straight to the bot tower now to try for a similar movement, but this time the Underlord's turned up.
He's turned up
Yeah,
with
he
no
took a
mana
bit of
though.
time
Like,
to get there.
is he
He's
stuck
got
in
enough for
trees?
Firestorm. Well, he's got a Quelling Blade, so he's not stuck.
He's not.
He's
Yeah,
waiting.
you can just walk out of that. We got another
You can also
fight.
just do the
Tom
drop your arcanes,
being
use your stick.
gone on by Ruby mid.
Swashbuckle misses though. Matt's gonna miss his roll. Looks like really bad
Ruby's not gonna
already.
miss hers.
Yeah, Tombstone goes down as well. There's a big fight coming in. They might be able to do something here with the G's illusions on the backline. Tombstone does go down to Melody.
It looks like
Do you have James coming?
this is dangerous now.
Yeah, Tom looks like he's gonna go down. Gets the pig pole away.
Underlord.
Oh,
goes-
Mac!
Lots of heals. James.
Time to disengage, I think, for both teams. Like, you fire.
Yeah,
flies out.
no one dying. Like,
You
kind of
fire
crazy.
out your rolls on cooldown. Just back out, Radiant.
Did I
Dire.
have a triangle ward?
I have no idea how Tom survived this game.
Did anyone see Furin's ult and actually
Heals.
cast it, but it didn't seem to make it to mid?
I don't know. Maybe it just hit a bunch of random shit along the way.
I was checking. They don't seem to have any jungle camp.
Maelstrom.
They had their own stack that he was hitting there, right?
Big was
Presumably,
ulting
yeah.
top by the looks of things. See you later, nerds.
It looks like
There's
they are
nothing-
giving this bottom tower up
Nothing,
now.
nothing to do up here, though. is
No,
there?
I might have liked this into the mid wave, but
Yeah, because now you're giving up bot and not counter taking mid.
it's been a problem for, like I said, been a problem for Kumas
Ruby's
recently.
queued up diff.
Not sure I like diff.
I mean, I really don't, but I would be curious to know what the thought
Oh,
process
he's
is.
got
Oh.
lasso on to mid.
So onto the Earth Spirit.
They have the ice.
Gonna
Back.
bring the Magnetize in though.
The Earth Spirit, unfortunately,
doesn't
has
work? Okay.
2,000 health, so
It does, yeah.
cannot die.
Yam gets the free carapace. Doesn't actually stun Melody.
That's a kill.
What?
I think she got stunned for the macro pyre at the start, and then like
Yeah.
she walked down it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're correct.
Maelstrom finished now on Ruby. So got two of those.
What we're saying is that Earth Spirit cannot die.
He can't die, but he can't like flex in the way that we've seen Matt do in the past. I assume this BKB is going to change everything, but like even the
he's
lasso
gonna
is,
Sand first.
yeah.
Yeah, I think if Lich's stun actually stopped in there, he could have died, but
Yeah.
apparently first don't count as stuns, so he's fine. He can die to a well-placed roll, I think, is the other thing, right? But
Oh yeah.
Critically,
yeah.
like G is still 2k ahead right now. Like I wouldn't say
we've
turning
barely
up.
seen him,
Yeah.
and that's what we want.
I don't know where he is right now. We say okay, never mind. I've seen him. Ruby's in.
Dead.
he's dead, right?
Depends on how well this goes off. Nice, G's gets
Yeah.
the fight. Chain Frost is wrecking house, but
And Tom's just tanking up.
G's getting like Nelsoned right now in the back lines. Gets the Sunder off.
Yeah.
Over on the other side of the fight. Yam's gonna
And those
find the
five
stun
lies
as well.
down.
James dies as well. Matt's gonna find the continuation onto Kitty. This is big. The Magnus is going
four
off the
dead.
Tombstone zombies. 4 dead for nothing. And Bat's in the fountain. Can we get mid tower? Those Tombstone zombies want it. Well, they want Bat Rider probably, but. Do you not hate it when like you have the mindless units like Tombstone zombies and Wraith King skeletons making better map movements than you? I find it a bunch in our games. Like it really annoys me. They just can't. Again, they can't push. Like I feel like they really want to, but they just can't find
Oh,
it.
Ruby actually got the roll, the ult off there.
Yes,
Yeah,
they got the
yeah,
ult and died to
Just
TB,
got
died
gunned
to
down.
meta. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if there was ever a game, I think, to go for Ags on Pango, I think it's this.
Yeah, you want to get as much.
G
magic
is walking up to this tower, and there's dire heroes running down the river. I don't like this
He has
movement.
lasso now. He has no sun.
He has Manta now. He's just
like
like
the-
farming across the map.
Shield crash cooldown in ball. I know the
He's trying to find the courier, but nice stun. G, mate.
Oh,
No.
Biggles is going to get out here. They don't have the damage to burst him in this
Oh,
time.
no way. They're trying though. For some reason now they're gonna
He's
get mids
walked
with
the
the
middle.
Manta.
They shouldn't have TPs, right? They TP'd everyone bottom.
They've just given up the tower.
They have the glyph, but it's not enough. This is really nice. I think you don't even lose Biggles here, and you get this mid tower that you've been. The last 2 games you've played on this team has been crippling, trying to get through this mid tower.
But Dire making a somewhat smart counter move.
They have a
Yeah,
glyph
he's
on
got trees
Radiant.
for this push though, so.
Oh, doesn't he?
Oh,
Less
they've
smart
got
counter move
tops.
then.
They're in this camp, blocking it.
Sag.
Sag indeed. Maybe illusions. Not doing much in mid. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of vision with the Vendetta, I think.
Yeah, I'm just told, like, discovered that Obs Ward and
Yeah,
told the
indeed.
team about it. That's a big win. Tom coming
just
for it. Come on,
Walking for.
come on!
Fight me!
Okay.
That fire flies away. And G is doing what G do. Ram.
What you do?
What G do? Matt is finding something here. Has the Magnetize available? Oh, nice stun.
Nice stun.
Matt is
Oh,
in a
the
bit of
ice pack.
danger. Is there anything here? Is the Magnetize coming, but they can't continue it? Matt is going to die here, it looks like.
Surely.
Yeah.
Doesn't-
Yeah, he does. Wow. A lot more damage than Nathan was giving them credit for. They didn't
No.
even use
It's because
Tango roll.
they chained the stun site.
Lich has to like lead right out of
Well,
the
be
lasso.
second. Yeah, you can't wait on the Lich one. It was like Ice Path into Lich into Lasso under
They
a
have,
tower.
again, they have no glyph for bot tower anymore, so you're going to need to respect
think
this
they have
push.
an
for more
Underlord
hero.
now, right?
They do. But they need to like play from behind the tower, I think. Melody is, look at where Melody is, like, there's zero fear.
I said this team had no fear. It's a good way to play Dota. Within
I mean,
reason.
within reason is definitely the
Qualifier.
caveat there, yeah. Oh, we're
Yeah,
seeing,
Catch the Nyx.
they do.
Carapace, though. Big
There's an
Carapace
impale
out.
onto 2. I thought it was going to be the 3. There's a big, oh look at this root on Underlord. The TP coming through from Matt. He's going to look to try and wreck this
Good
fight, I
roll.
think.
They just James like was TPing and then cancelled.
They're gonna get the roll. No, he doesn't get it. The
Oh my
the roll interrupts roll. It's roll on roll violence coming through from these fucking heroes. Melee's going for a TP. No, I thought it was TP. And they lose 2 here though in exchange for the Nyx. James is gonna go find himself.
Yeah.
Did they use meta?
No,
Didn't even need meta.
Yeah, but fight was clearly.
Jeez, missed the wave. Sad. But I mean, the farm continues to skyrocket on G here.
But Pango and Nature's Prophet are pulling ahead of the next 2 cores.
They
if you
are,
see what
yeah.
I mean.
I think Furion should be able to get more farm than this though. I think like James's early.
He's playing very
movements cost him
active.
A lot. Yeah, but like I think it's just the early movements cost him a bit.
What's G's continuation to his build here? He's got Manta Scar DQ'd and then BKB after that, or do you think BKB's now? Because the Pango's already starting to give him some jip, and it's
I
really
think
difficult.
Skadi is like free. Like
It's really
If you never
it's
fight
really
you.
it's really incredible in this game as well. Yeah, as the BKB piercing
BKB is like insane.
anti-Furion tech. Yeah,
but you will need a BKB to deal with this Pango and they should
Yep.
maybe make a halberd. And that
they
kind of
work
stuff.
out that the Batrider illusion in mid is an illusion because Matt doesn't hit it because Spirit is smart like that. You don't scout.
Oh, Nexus got a shard now. Nice. I like that shard.
Matt's building up towards BKB as Nathan said. He has the Sanj now.
Glimmer's done on Jakiro. Fully
Um,
lock out on Tom, so that's gonna help make them hard to kill.
something I'd like to see Dire do is use the fact that they can just play more of the map than Radiant. They have a Trav's Batrider. They have, a Nature's Prophet.
I think they're trying to, but like TB is sort of using all of the map by
Should be able
himself.
to mitigate both of those things.
Diffusal finished on Pango. 4-star finish on Underlord.
All staff finished on Underlord.
It's good.
Tokyo Drift.
Is it just for profit or
Oh,
something?
up top. Seeing a silent
dead.
scout. Yeah. There's the stun. Gonna need to. Don't think he needs another one. No, James is coming in, but he runs the wrong way.
Good. And Matt's out, therefore.
The bot tower is getting
What's
pushed
James
in
got?
again.
Right, that's good. Okay, so James has gone BKB second here, so it was just the correct identification of the Orchid in the last one then. Which, yeah, I mean, you can do nothing but give him credit for.
They
think
break
this is
this spot
actually, like,
push.
Weirdly, the way that he's played a really good Witchblade Furion game, because it gives them the damage to like threaten.
Bigos
early
in
on.
enemy
actually-
triangle. Matt's trying to walk over and find these supports. He does not have a Magnetize to play with yet, though. Nice route out onto Melody, gets a double silence onto the 2 supports.
Good fourth staff from the Lich, but
Oh,
Chain
it's a
Frost
big
comes
Chain
out.
Frost again. Tom might go down here, but G is in trouble. He has no mana for Sunder, at least, for sure. Bigos trying to kill someone. I'm not sure Bigos survives here, and G might just get baited in by it.
I
Oh my
God.
I think
the swashbuckle was off target.
That's inches we're playing with here. Meta-
G.
Meta not
Well,
popped, though.
actually- Yeah, we do opt for the 2.5 second shield crush and ball, which I think is just right.
I think if you're planning to go for Ags at all, yeah, it's really good.
Matt's
Matt's going to be able to fight. Matt's going to be able to fight here with a Magnetize. Here it is. Is he even going to need it?
Angle, right? Good Glimmer Cape.
Ruby's going to die to just the illusions in the air. Matt's going to try. Oh, Matt doesn't be able to roll.
He's going to surely get rolled.
He must. Yeah, he must do.
Good full stuff. But yeah.
Oh, he gets that beautiful angle on the kick as well. Magnetizes up as well. He's going to go for the rest here. There's no Chain Frost. Yam steals the Ultra Colorway.
And here's
Holy
Roche.
god.
Sorry, and here's Wonderwall.
Anyway. So yeah, I mean, Vlopius in the chat was calling for this Earth Spirit really early, and I think we're all seeing why Matt has that respect. There's a crest finished on Tom as well. He's not using it on Roshan though, which is tilting the fuck out of me. There it is.
Mel's gonna go contest Roche.
Yep. They even have Tombstone still ready, or ready again, if they need to dire scan it out. They're going to be able to mobilize heroes over here. Matt is not looking in the best shape, and G didn't pop any other abilities for this. Didn't have the meta available, so they need to identify that Tombstone needs to be popped here. Yam cuts them off the Tombstone in the pit. They're going to just grab a fight here, I think it looks like. Look at this. Are they trying to finish it instead? Melody just dying to their own illusions. It's so difficult now. The timing is really difficult.
Just come from?
Tombstone's got like about 13 seconds left. They're leaving it so low. Ruby's in the pit. They're going to try and finish it. It looks like. I don't know what's happening here. Matt's finishing off. Matt gets the Aegis. Look at the beautiful pit at the back, though. He gets bounced again. Oh, the Chain Frost goes only onto Matt.
By the stairs.
There's not a lot of rocks, though. Nice Sprout. Look at that Sprout. Oh, he dives into tier 2s. He's buying a lot of time, but this is the Aegis, remember, so...
Yeah.
Yam can maybe find something here.
Yeah, if they can disengage from this.
Yeah, I think it's really good for Dire. There's Nelson trying to come through. He's fine, I think.
Should be okay. They want to go back.
I don't think you do.
G has no meta. I think they just don't want to fight on
There's
Radiant.
no meta, no Tombstone.
I think, yeah, maybe.
Depends if
I just
Ruby
don't like going
finds
without
Tombstone
roll.
is back up, by the way.
Oh, Tombstone's back already?
Yeah, it's 55 seconds, 30-second duration. It's absurd.
I guess it lasted its full duration, right?
It did, yeah.
Whew.
I mean, Radiant come out on top in that fight, but it feels close. That Roche was not quick, even with the crest.
Yeah, I guess meta must have run out or something.
Seen the fight recap? After all of that, there's a 393 gold game for Radiant.
Ruby with this Maelstrom doing a lot of damage. Melody trying to find something with Ice Path, but Biggles just doing what Biggles do best and push the wave out with his Underlord.
Ruby is now going into the Greaves.
I don't like this from mid.
The Mithril Hammer.
I feel like it's also like way too late for me to worry about a Greaves in this game, right?
You need something for the silence.
Yeah, they
though,
just need something for
I think should be Lotus.
Oh, Matt bottles up the Invis rune with the haste running and just runs away. Yeah,
I think it should be Lotus, but
I don't think you can necessarily afford the Lotus here. Like I do like the Greaves, it's just really expensive.
Lotus is cheaper than Greaves.
From Arcane Group? From Arcane Boots? With the mech
because you're going to
well.
assemble the Arcane Boots.
Yeah, but like
it is.
Having mech is a big thing.
Having armor is a big thing as well. And
I think the problem I have is the Greaves recipe is always the problem, right? Like when you're doing any numbers calculation.
It's like
1600 now. It just keeps getting nerfed or buffed rather. So Nelson coming in trying to find something in the backlines, but they're getting so much vision. Figgles with the 4-star forward finds the pit onto the backlines. G has the meta available if he needs it. Ruby gets the roll off.
Comes out. That's a good ice path.
Yeah, it's really good ice path. Trying to find something. Tombstone in the middle of the fight. It's going down. Nelson looks like he's going to go down as well. G gets the Manta off. This is a really, really messy fight. Ruby trying to find something. Finds Yam. All said and done. Biggles channeling the ultimate. Tom is going to die. Oh, he cancels on Biggles. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, the roll's down.
With the BKB.
Oh, what's going on? Is that magnetized back up?
The BKB Earthsphere showed up. And
there's the BKB, the Skadi on.
There's going to be 5 heroes.
Skadi on James as well. He's trying to TP away. Gets the stun, but it's BKB piercing. Oh, Melody turns up and yeah, provides a sunder. Oh, it's so close on Nelson. He finds him. He's going to skip the rule though. It's so close. He's got another one. It's funny.
Too late. Yeah, he waited too long.
I don't think he could get that off. It's 4 seconds, right? Like as soon as he misses, you have to realize it's missed as well because it's already.
So either way,
was James just like really late into that fight? It looked like
he shouldn't be, right? Like he was BKB'd right at the end of it, and now Matt's hunting with the Invis rune. He scouted out where James wants to be perfectly. Knows he has no BKB. Or if he finds him here, their ship's in the night right now.
James is going to show on this wave.
He shows the
He
sprout.
sprouted.
Does Matt realise? Is he going for it? He scans, but he doesn't see.
Wow.
Really nice there. Alright, looks like G and Biggles were pushing up top, but that's kind of been shut down a bit. But the TB Illusions are going to get like 3/4 of this tower. Dire do see this DD rune, and James looks like he's going to go for it now. Rune control super important, and Radiant are kind of lacking on that. Tom walking up in mid. Alone, very alone. Now he's going to feed a tombstone as well, the classic. Matt's here though. It's not a feed anymore. Matt gets lassoed, but I mean Sanj, and he's just going to beat the fuck out of James. That's really sad.
James canned his TP in the middle of that, I think, because they were calling to fight. And
Nelson looks like he's going to die here too. Gets the 4-staff away. Looks like Ruby's planning the roll.
Wait,
looking for
they
it.
interrupted at this time.
It's the point in the roll where it happens, I guess. So this is going to be a huge fight actually. If Matt dies,
G's in. Matt doesn't die. Are they going to find Melody? Impale? No, it's not up.
Oh,
Matt does die.
Done.
G's meta's out. Like it doesn't have it for 15 seconds. It's a lot of long death timers. Ruby is very close to that.
G? Or
yeah, I'm looking for stuff.
Okay, well we've almost got this Greaves now.
That was a crazy
Just
fight.
1,000 gold away.
I mean, the thing of Pango farm that quick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like as long as G hasn't taken all the cams away.
I feel like this is the meta timing that I felt like the most. Like G just like always has meta, or like TB generally just always has meta, and this is the one from like meta's never up. He's just constantly just fighting, but also farming. Like,
well, G's going to have a BKB.
Yeah,
now.
he's got a full BKB now, and being able to stand and deliver against both of Nature's Prophet and Pangolier in these fights is going to be real big.
I think it makes the next few fights actually impossible for Dire. They have to just kind of make them happen without losing too much.
I mean, yeah, James is he's farming still, but he's going to have a Daedalus for the next fight. But he's been unable to just like survive long enough through the Skadi, because the Skadi we've like, talked about it time and time again, right? Backbreaking of Fury.
AC,
it should be.
AC is normally part of this kind of like standard and level Furion build.
Maybe like I would just go Skadi Satanic this game, maybe. But...
Gaben's giving Kumas 84% to win right now. Struggling to see how that changes with the Skadi, but Ruby is queuing up Basher Aghanims, and that is a hell of a lot of scaling.
Maybe Dire. I think Dire have some reasonable plans of dancing around them as the game goes on.
Matt's going for the E-Blade, which I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, AC is just part of the normal stand and deliver profit build looking at Pro Jacker.
Matt switched it up to Shard Dagon.
Yep, Shard is really nice if you need more stuff. Yam's looking at this camp, like they're seeing it. I think they should fight here on Radiant. Tom's walking up. There's the big jump. There's a nice impale onto the Batrider.
This was Bat dead, I think.
Oh,
Bat BKB then does. Can they just?
Should just TP, right?
Yeah, can they just run away? Good ice
path.
path.
Find Melody.
Matt reads it like a book.
Oh, misses though. Doesn't read that one like a book. Now this is a difficult fight.
I don't know. Have you ever seen Matt read a book?
Not personally. Diffuser goes out onto Tom. Them. Melody's going to go down, but the rest of the fight is happening. G gets is going to find Kitty. Gonna get the pole as well. Ruby has roll still. Oh, the great impale from Yam there. That was beautiful. That ether lens coming through clutch. James is trying to do a split push thing now. Is he going to get caught by the Underlord? He has BKB right on.
Yeah.
G is going to meta up for this bot wave now. Just try and push these buildings through.
Backdoor through the bot tower.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a wave at all. Maybe they just walk over to mid, yeah.
I'd like to see James go to that bot creep wave and use it. I guess it's quite a brave move, but I'd like it.
You're gonna walk into Matt here?
You just teleport, sprout Treants, and then TP out.
Ruby's dead for a long time, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Was there a buyback?
I don't think so.
No, there wasn't. Got the Basher and the Ags queued up.
So.
Yeah,
like Basher, when you have Basher and Ags,
Kitty,
you will
finding.
start to be able to...
The icicle is big.
You will start to be able to convert some of these fights again, I think, when
Did you
there's
guys?
Basher and
Oh,
Axe.
they get the
Ooh.
lasso onto Matt. He's got a full BKB though. Can they actually kill him? Doesn't look like it.
No,
There's the
they didn't
magnetite.
get the
Oh
kill
my
off in
god!
time.
It's so much damage actually.
It is just dead.
Yeah, like just dead to those 2 spells. They catch Matt again though. BKB's down. Biggle's finding something. Matt trying to get anything else. Yam with another great stun. G Illusion's just beating the hell out of them. Nelson is about to die. I think his BKB is going down. Spider Legs is big. Nelson, he's got to find the beautiful buffers the roll through the force through the force stuff. And G is in mid. He just gets the nice thunder off. But again, he's got no meta from that bot push. He has Manta though. There it is.
Don't need meta when the enemy team's dead.
Yeah. He's got another 5k
nice,
just hanging about. Lotus now on Biggles. Purge off that disarm.
Kind of like the Ags for TB here, because just
I
like
love the Ags, yeah.
Metas I really need, right? These fights are
DD
not
top.
lasting.
And the Fear Wave, right?
I feel Wave's kind of less important in this game because
I
it's
think-
just BKB.
Great
I
discussion.
think you can get it through like if you're close enough in time to the Pango ball and just disrupt that, like it's fight winning. I think.
I think like Ag Swiftlick or something to do
Have you,
that.
did you guys, by the way? I don't know if I was just thinking about it when the Icicle went out there on the ward just to start that fight. Have you seen the thing where like with the Ags, like Lich can plant that globally?
No.
So because you can just channel stuff, like you can like cast your Sinister Gaze and then just like gain vision globally with the Ice Spike thing. It's like it was some random like tips video I saw on YouTube a while back.
Weird.
Very, very odd.
I'm
Yam's
gonna play
getting
with that.
more great vision, but they have a sentry, so they should see them. Now they're giving away that a little bit again. They're going to find something. Great stun out in top, but it's a long, long fight. And down in the bottom, James looks like he's in some trouble. He's going to BKB, has to just TP away. No Basher on Matt, though, sadly. How far are they going up, though? Because they know they don't have Matt in this fight. But they do have
They're
Terrorblade.
Yeah, should be trying to do something, I think, on Dire here. But they're too late now. Matt's rolled across the map.
Dire's waves are just like so pushed as well. I don't know how this has happened. Rosh is now up. G's Illusion is going to go scout it. Perfect timing. The Tom Curse is dead.
There's no BKBs on James, right? So it's super hard
Oh,
for them to
Kitty.
contest.
Might get caught by this. Oh, fuck me. That's so much damage.
Nelson also can't get to that fight because of he's traversed the bottom.
G is just with his 39 armor. He's doing the Rosh on his own. He's got 6k in his back pocket. I kind of want the crest again to be there. Ruby's got the Basher now on Pango, so when we see the Ags come out, it's going to be a lot of damage everywhere. Come for the swashbuckler damage.
This time, right?
Don't send your Goyo out, you're gonna die. Because it must have TP scrolls. Okay.
They're doing
Just always
this,
have
really,
a TP.
doing this really slowly. Oh, Matt might be trying to find something, but there's no way he has the Spidey senses to see that, right? Or to go for it even.
If so, I suggest we might have to pause the game and check that he's not watching the stream.
Nice roll kick, and now
Yeah,
G
get the
is...
next-
G gets the shard as well, so he's gonna...
Ruby's
Is that
partly cutting the next wave.
Demon Zeal any good?
Yeah, I think it is, but whether he's used to it or not.
The Greater Train's now in mid, causing trouble for Tom, it looks like.
I mean, they must have other shards that are good here, though.
Are they giving it to Tom? What's this one?
Like,
Oh, it's the zombie
alright.
zombie spawns on attacks, but they're pushing like top as 3, which is really odd.
And they've no creeps as well. You didn't
Yeah,
need to
Ruby
magnify
already
there,
cut the
you have no
next wave.
creeps.
Big cooldown committed. I want to see these treants die though.
I want to see James teleport bottom.
I
Not
wanna see
anymore.
James like
Ooh.
move around the match.
Ruby
much
goes for the
more.
bash. I don't know if
Or go
the...
cut one of the waves top, right? Or something like that, right? He needs to use
Look at this up top. Look at Ruby's trying to find something. Gets the carapace. There's
Ruby's
a
dead.
impale now. Nope, the shard is up. Is that going to be enough? G is forward now onto this fight.
To live. Oh, wow.
Oh, there's the BKB on G. Lots of Scardy damage coming
Nelson
through.
not moving
Oh,
quickly there.
yeah, that's not a good one.
James is dead. This Terrorblade
Matt
is just...
back now.
oh,
There he
monster.
is. Yep, that's Ruby dead. No buyback on Ruby, by the way. Ooh, mistimes that a little bit.
Matt just gonna BKB.
There's no
They
creep
don't have
still.
creeps there. So just don't panic.
This
yeah,
is what I'm
guys.
saying. Like,
Focus
this,
on
like,
buyback.
look at where these dire waves are. Like, there's past the outpost, past like over the river, and past the other outpost. It's two
Where is
big
this other
buybacks.
one?
Taking them.
Glendalough just took them all bot.
I don't think they can
So
make a
like
reasonable
the-
push. I think they want to sort this tier 2 bot. Spirit's going for
What
the
is
He's
Ags.
gonna go die. Oh
Hmm.
no, he's just in time. He was TPing bottom. He nearly just like got killed by that.
What's happening? Tom is pinging out this bot wave. Penta Edge Sword for G. I guess that's not really great in this game, right? Like, maybe it's for Matt? I assume he wants some spell item. Yeah, Ceremonial Ruby's on him, never mind.
I presume Matt's going to be going like Axe Dagon, knowing him.
He had Dagon queued up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hurricane Pike now on G. That might be okay against the Pango Ball, actually, but it's hard to get that off. 250 on the Aegis. You can see what Tom wants to do. He wants to push the spot wave and then end up in the Dire Triangle, which I think would be great for how they want to play. It looks like the Dire want to go for a smoke, though. Radiant Smoke is 3.
Matt now has the Spell Prism, so Rolling Boulder is a 3.3 second cooldown.
Looks like,
And stuns
yep,
for
yeah.
1.6 seconds.
Ooh, nice,
In
nice
addition,
fade.
1 second if he uses a Rock.
Big Carapace stuns onto 2 of them. Tom's got a big Flesh Golem here. Oh my god, Ruby's going to go for the roll. There's the big Magnetize though. Look at this damage coming through. Matt just doesn't care. And James is just dead. Yeah, James is just dead. Tom is going to maybe die, but I don't think it matters. Like, the fight is over. They get to re-extend. Oh, Bagels with the Tokyo Drift and the big. That's just, they're all dead. No buybacks.
Game, I think.
Yeah, assuming there's no glyph shenanigans, if they identify, they can throne. But I mean, we saw Radiant. We saw
They're not going to throne. But
this team last time.
Yeah. Enough of the building advantage. Oh, there is a ping on it. Orange ping. Yam asking the question. Maybe they're going to take the lane and then go for it.
Can we throw?
I mean, your Underlord has 260 damage. Like, if you can't throw in with that.
I mean, were you watching the end of last game? It was like the most for sure throw. Like, this is elimination on the line. Like, I don't begrudge them like the safe play, but here's the glyph now. I still don't think they care unless there's a core buyback. Biggles with a great jump forward.
No, and I think that's now a dead.
Yeah, very dead. I mean, you can't get bot, but do you want any more?
Yeah, which is probably why it wasn't worth committing the Jakiro in.
I guess Biggles is going bot, or trying to bring his team bot to just push this wave out. Which I like a bit more than just like ram jamming throne, but I mean, we know much more than they do.
Oh, sure.
45 seconds on the Aegis. That sounded really weird. We have more information than they do. We don't know more than they do. Just to be clear for the naysayers. Oh, sorry, Mr. and Mr. already in the finals. Some of the idiots who just watch have to play as well. Have to be here. Biggles is translating his 176 damage into a tier 2 bot, which I do like. James TPing out to the top wave, but yeah, this is they can just go again. And by the way, Yam's Nyx Assassin revealed an Aghanim Scepter just now on that fight. So the borrowed high ground is going to be difficult to deal with, to say the least. G's 5 seconds on the Aegis, so I don't think that we're doing much here. But there's a Metamorph, possibly. I just want Biggles to pit up the hill. Pit up the hill.
Down.
Pit up the hill, please. Oh, the Chain Frost! Chain Frost reflected! Oh my god, no! Ruby's just gonna, like, actually just die almost. Nelson just explodes with the egg that's back in the inventory, and that's 3 heroes dead, mostly to a Chain Frost.
Never even in the fight.
Oh god, Ruby's
Oh
dead
my
now.
god, Matt got the roll onto the end of the Pango roll, and Ruby.
Oh, Ruby just dies in Fountain. That's the Megas.
That's
James going for the base race, but not getting it. And yeah, we know there's no glyph. They know there's no glyph. The Lich is going to buy back no Chain Frost, but maybe doesn't want to cast it after the state of the last one. And I'm not sure we could believe it from the state of game 2, but 4coomers are going to advance to the finals. What?
Oh, it's back a little bit.
Okay. I thought we were going base there.
Oh, the triple 4 staff into Ice Path combo.
Wow. And their prize is a doodle poll invitation from Nathan.
Indeed. That's what I'm going to do immediately before anyone has a chance to disappear.
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, that is going to be 4coomers advancing to the finals. Commiserations to Gamers Gaming Esports. But we are going to have. Was it the 1 and 2? No, you were third, right? In the regular season in the end.
We were third seed.
Was Carl second? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty close. I mean, I think from the start of the season, this is what I would have called as the potential final in my book. So I'm nice to see my my friendship, bearing fruit and whatever. But I think you guys are gonna have a pretty interesting match.
We didn't last time we played them, so
no.
We'll have to make it a little bit more interesting when
Hope
we
you do.
play. And that time is to be confirmed. I'm actually just going to go jump in their Discord and harangue them too.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for everyone watching on the stream. It was definitely a fun series. I woke up about halfway through game 2, I think. But yeah, we will see you whenever this is scheduled to be. I don't know when.
It's currently scheduled next Sunday, but I think that's
unlikely.
Actually, Sunday, December 19th, all of our players can do. And Wednesday is the other day all of our players can do. And we can also do Tuesday if needed, so. We'll see.
He's going to Singapore. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Aiden for hanging out for that game 3. And Nathan's gone, but thanks to him as well. And we'll see you guys another time. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Jeez.